For this time around, it was a low bounce. Keeper couldn't collect it, I beg your pardon, and it went all the way for 4.
So we have 5 fielders on the offside and 4 fielders on the onside. That's the fielding combination Captain Kuldeep has set up. So predominantly, so which means he will be trying to pitch the ball on the offside and compel the batter to play on the offside. That should be the strategy. This time, a batter delivery, keeping bounce as well off the back foot, and batters are through for a single. So he opens his account with a single run.
Well judged there by the batsman. He was cramped up for the room. A bit of bounce, more bounce than the previous delivery here. It's just ball 2 deliveries, already gone for 5. Doesn't look that good for Kuldeep, but he has to come back strong.
Definitely, he will have to pitch the ball in the right areas. As this being the last league match for both these two sides, definitely both the teams are looking to have a consolation win. So definitely, captain will have to carry the job of putting the ball in the right areas, not allowing the batters to go over. This time, pitched up and bangs it away. But there is a fielder at the third man region, just for a single run.
Yeah, he's throwing all of it in the very third delivery. That was a thick. It hit the toe of the bat. It was a thick outside edge. The third man collects it very easily. Both the batsmen off the mark already now. Their job, not that difficult. Just to watch the ball, just the line and length with the straight bat and keep going.
Definitely in T20 slam bang cricket, we hit a boundary. So first thing is that you have to, get your eye in. This time bit of swing as well outside the off stump.
We've seen a lot of bowlers getting that natural outswing during this event. Only a handful of bowlers able to do it both ways. We've seen Lucknow University bowlers, namely Amrit Singh, who can slightly move the ball laterally in both the ways. Kuldeep here is also a natural outswinger, I beg your pardon. There's other bowler that we will see in very short time, yet another outswinger as well.
This time outside the off-stump, this time a slower one trying to confuse the batter with the slower stuff. So as a bowler, what happens, you have to have variation in your bowling. Sometimes you have to bowl outswing, in swing. Sometimes, slow the ball down. Try to create a kind of, confusion in the minds of batters. So that's the kind of the, strategy the bowler should be applying when he's bowling.
That was an in-swinger I was talking about. He's been able to get the movement laterally both ways. Looks very good. Kuldeep in his first over went for 6 only. At the end of 1, it's 6 for no loss, Kathmandu University.
Duwe.
We all know how reputed Delhi University is with their sports as well. We had a chat with Kuldeep Yadav, the skipper of the side. He mentioned that Delhi University are participating in a lot of tournaments across India. Looking at the performance, we thought similar instances as well. Now, bowling from the Chobar end is Yash Tanwar.
So we have a new bowler in the form of Yash Tanwar. It seems he will be bowling right arm over
bowler coming right arm over side.
Chobar end. So 6 runs on the board for Kathmandu University without losing a wicket. Rohit and Vishal are the 2 batters for them. Both the batters have identical single-digit score on the board.
No!
No ball signals the umpire. There'll be a free hit.
So he should make the best use of this no ball free hit, and because you are indemnified from getting out, so you don't have to worry getting out. You just have to hit it out, unless you obstruct the field. You are indemnified from getting out. So it's a big opportunity for Rohit now to bang the ball away. Had hit a big boundary, either 6 or 4.
This is the time when he has to let loose. That was close. No ball has been signaled by the umpire. This is a free hit. Has a go at it. Over in field. all the way for 4.
That was a super piece of shot. The ball was in the slot and he bangs it away towards the long off region for a boundary. So 11 runs on the board for Kathmandu University without losing a wicket. They are in the second over. Since there's no pressure for the either side, they just have to go about their business, just play with gay abandon. Since there will be no any kind of effect of the winning or losing this game. So both these teams should be play with gay abandon without having to come under any sort of pressure.
Absolutely, that should be the game plan. Let loose, just play your natural game. That is way worse. That's not good bowling from Tanwar. That goes for wide and 4.
That was a poor delivery, trying to extract some extra bounce, trying to do something differently. He was not able to control the ball, and the ball drifting down the leg side. The ball would have gone somewhere towards the first leg slip area, and the ball traveling to the boundary. 5 runs for Kathmandu University. Now the bowler will have to make sure that you just can't afford to give away too many easy runs. You should make the batter to score runs. You have to pitch the ball, make the batter play. That should be the kind of strategy the bowler should be applying.
Indeed, make the batsman play, Tanwar. Overpitched, slap the ball, but just find the fielder. Rohit looking good now.
Yeah, nice sound we heard when he played the shot from the middle part of the bat. There you can see full pitch delivery, driving firmly towards the mid-off region. There you can see, but not being able to beat the fielder. The ball going straight into the hands of the fielder. No one taken. A better delivery this time. A bit of problem between these two batters, and they are not already. They are through for a single run. So communication has to be there. This should be on the spot on, because if you have no proper communication, there is the element of getting run out.
That's very true, and yes, going the distance already. Just ball 3 deliveries, he's gone for 11 runs. It's not a good sign. He should come back very strong. Ball that area that he just bowled earlier. That was a good length delivery. Let's see how he fares against Bisal, who is at 1, facing 5 deliveries.
It's an expensive over, already conceding 11 runs. This time slower one outside the yaw stump. This time the batter was driven to drive the ball. The ball just zipping past his bat. So good delivery this time. Good comeback for Yash.
Yeah, give some width there. He'll be happy that he didn't get a proper treatment of 4 runs.
Down the leg side should be a wide ball as it is. This time once again drifting down the leg side. It seems Yash Tanwar hasn't yet got control over his bowling this time. Once again drifting down the leg side. So International Inter-University T20 Jai Nepal Cup, we have altogether 8 teams, 4 countries, Nepal, India, Bangladesh. I beg your pardon, 3 countries. We have 4 teams from Nepal, 3 from India and 1 from Bangladesh. And I hope in the coming days more teams will be coming, make it more global, have some teams from the European countries as well, Western countries.
Absolutely, 3 countries participating. This would branch out to more in the coming editions as well. A big shout out to Nepal Student Union for organizing such a good event.
This time played it away towards the, in fact the ball races away towards the fence. So boundary to end the over. It's now 22 runs on the board for no loss after the completion of 2 overs.
That was overpitched, flicked away for 4 runs, as you can see in the screen right now. Not a good bowling performance by Yash Tanwar in his very first over. Kuldeep fared well bowling from the TU end. He will continue yet again.
The last over was a productive one for Kathmandu University. 2 minute runs coming in that particular over. 22 runs on the board, 11 runs per over is the current run rate maintained by Kathmandu University. What a good start, I would say. Banging start by Kathmandu University openers. So now Kuldeep Yadav once again, he's doing pretty good job. This time, big outswinger Wicketkeeper not being able to collect the ball.
That was an interesting delivery. It kind of deviated inside, but got a late outside swing as well. Let's have a look at it again. A ball deviated in and then outwards. Even the wicketkeeper was baffled.
The best thing about the delivery was the ball swung after the ball pitching and going towards the outside the off stump. So late swing was there. Better delivery this time, right on the money, compelling the batter to play with a defensive stroke.
Yeah, they're inviting the batsman to have a go at it. Slightly different from Yastanwar's over has been in display by Kuldeep Yadav. He is more accurate of a bowler, I believe, than his counterpart.
As you said, Kuldeep Yadav was all over the places when he started in this tournament, but over the period of time, he has learnt everything now. He's bowling to a tight line in length. This time, once again, lovely piece of delivery, beating the batters, all ends up.
That is what you'd want to see. The coach must be happy. Spoke with him earlier as well. They are excited that their team's participating. Nevertheless, although they're fighting for their first win, both the teams' participation is more important than winning, as they say it.
It should be an interesting game. Who will win the game? Since both the teams looking for their first victory in this tournament. Both the teams already knocked out of the tournament. Once again, lovely piece of bowling. There was a bounce as well, beating the batters, all ends up. So Kuldeep, in this over, he has been spot on, creating trouble for the batter.
The wicketkeeper, he's at works today, adjusting his pads. He's fumbled a bit, recuperated balls easily in some instances as well. We've seen all from the wicketkeeper so far. Kuldeep on top of his game with hitting the deck. A very accurate bowler, it seems, Kuldeep Yadav. Well done, once again, on the money.
Super bowling by captain. He has made up the runs given by his partner in this over, restricting the batter, not providing any width for the batter to free their arms. It's a super bowling by captain Kuldeep. Not too many runs coming in this over. In fact, just a single run he has conceded in this over. So we can just gauge the fact that what a good line and length he's bowling in this over.
Once again, tricks the batsman. Offered some play, it will miss the bat. After the end of the over, Kathmandu University are 23 for no loss.
सर्कल से रहियो हितेश प्रियांश तू जाओ कसाना भाई इधर आओ हितेश 12 लगा जा Batsman, bowler change, coming left arm diagonal.
The both of the batsmen seem very settled, that I say, due to the partnership of 29 runs off of 19 deliveries, more of that coming from by runs. Vishal, a slot start for him. Rohit looks very good, he will take the strike.
So as predicted, here we have Twicker coming on. Divyanshu Singh, he has picked up a wicket in this tournament, 3 matches so far for him. And average has been 25 runs. Economy, good one, 4.38 runs he has conceded. Only slacking down the scoring run rate for Kathmandu University.
Divyanshu is the pick of spinners for Delhi University. Right time to bring the spinner as well. If any team brings in spin, they get the wicket. We've seen that so far. This time around tries to slash it, a fumble in the infield. The ball races towards the boundary. 4 runs to the account of Rohit.
With provided outside the off stump, this time sweetly cut it away, but there was the misfield. It should have been stopped. There you can see cutting the ball away, and the ball races towards the fence for 4 runs.
We're talking about how it was a very fortuitous shot for him. It should have been stopped by the point fielder there. Unfortunately, Divyansu gets the treatment. He is the pick of the bowler amongst the spinners for Delhi University, mind you. So if he bowls that right length, he might as well strike it.
I think there was an awkward bounce, which the fielder took it by surprise and not being able to stop the ball cleanly. This time going the ball straight to the point region, though not for run. Spinners have done a very good job. And recently in the concluded Jay Trophy, Shahab Alam, the spinner, he was the maximum wicket-taking bowler in the particular tournament. So the spinners have been ruling the roost in recent times.
Indeed. That's the area we're talking about. He gets a bit of bounce as well.
That's the spot he should be aiming to bowl at the batter, Rohit. He is batting on double digit. He looks in good touch in this game. So far he played some good shots, building the ball quite well. 27 runs partnership already for the first wicket between these two batters. Once again, lovely piece of bowling, keeping the batter quiet. Though it's a slide by cricket, we haven't yet seen the type of an aggressive shots being executed by both these batters, although there were a couple of boundaries.
The KU batsmen, they like to take their time. We saw that yesterday as well. And in their first game, not much of power hitters in their roster. But still, it's good to see that they are off a good start.
First time played away towards the long on region. There's a protection there, just a single run. It's 27 runs on the board now for Kathmandu. In fact, 28 runs on the board without losing a wicket. So that's the end of the over number 4, 28 runs without losing a wicket.
I repeat, -2. Captain, after 4 overs, you are -2 minutes out. 2 minutes out.
Let's have a look at the batting card as of yet. Kathmandu University looking very good. And the best start they have had throughout the tournament. Bisal Devkota, 5 of 13 deliveries. Rohit Sapkota is batting well at his 11. But the most of the runs that's come is from the extras, from byes and wides and whatnot.
Mr. Extra, 12 runs, the highest scorer so far for Kathmandu University. So there you can see the bowling analysis for Delhi University. Kuldeep Yadav has been the pick amongst 3 bowlers used so far, conceding just a 2 runs in his 2 overs. Yash Tanvir was the most expensive one, conceding 16 runs in his only over. And Devanshu Singh in his last over conceding 5 runs. So far we have 12 extras and 28 runs on the board for Kathmandu University. So a change in the bowling attack. We have new bowler Harsh.
Offer some width and get slapped. That'll be 4 runs.
With offered, and he bangs it away for 4 runs. That was a super piece of shot executed by Rohit outside the off stump. There you can see smile on his face. Pretty happy with the way he played that shot. There you can see towards the cover region. No chance for the fielder. What he could do was just go and fetch the ball back.
A stylish follow through from the batsman as well. If you offer the width in this pitch, you're getting the proper treatment.
Yeah, now both these batters, they have played a waiting game, you know. They didn't go after the shots, rushing for the shots. They waited for the loose deliveries. Now it seems they have got their eye in and definitely do these two. But especially Rohit is the one who looks to me that he will play long innings. That's a wide ball outside the off stump.
Still going for that line is hers. He's also able to get that natural outswing movement. If you look at his performance so far, he's played 2 matches, yet to get the wicket.
Just seeing the ball outside the off stump. International Inter-University T20 Jai Nepal Cup. Good initiative at a time when we have few and far between cricket tournaments being organized in this part of the world. We need having this university level cricket tournament very important in developing a domestic cricket setup in this part of the world.
Ball tried to angle it in, but he will not get anything off of it. No stroke offered by the batsman there. Indeed, this is a project by all Nepal team is what I'd like to call, but it is for a global cause. Once again, a big shout out to Nepal Students Union for organizing such an international event here in the TU International Cricket Ground.
Indeed, a wonderful initiative taken by Nepal Student Union. This time, once again, with offer, bangs it away, and the ball will find the boundary for 4 runs. That was a superb piece of shot. Once again, with offered, and as you said, the batters will not let you off if you pitch anything short or pitched up deliver. There you can see no chance for the fielder, though there was a desperate attempt from the fielder to stop the ball, but not being able to do so, and the ball races away towards the backward point region for 4 runs.
You can't ball him there. The very first delivery of the over, we saw the batsman slash it for 4, does it again.
So Rohit looks in an ominous form today. He has been playing superbly. Once again, this time, full and delivery, playing the ball away towards the short cover region. No run taken.
A bit of dip in that delivery as well. The ball was angling in towards the batsman. A good comeback, nevertheless. Hurst hasn't looked in full control. The only bowler that's able to get the best out of the batsman from their bowling lineup is the captain himself, Kuldeep Yadav. Angling in one more time, they'll steal a single.
A single to end the over. 5 was gone. It's now 37 runs without losing a wicket for Kathmandu University. 38 in fact, without losing a wicket.
Divyansu will continue from the Chobar end. Current run rate is stocking up as well. Rohit looks in a fine form. This is the best he's seen in this tournament so far. 20 already coming off 18 balls he's faced. Bisal, a sluggish start for him. He'd want to get going as well. Ball angling in towards the leg side. Just be a dot delivery.
So 10 runs coming in the last over, a good one for Kathmandu University. And the bulk of scoring being done by Rohit, who's batting on 20 runs. Vishal, he hasn't yet much of the strike. So we have 6 fielders on the offside, 1 at slip, 1 at short third man, 1 at backward point.
Missed by the wicketkeeper there. The ball racing towards the boundary. Should be saved by Yadav. And rightly he does so.
So we were talking about the fielding positions, 1 slip, 1 at short third man, 1 at backward point, 1 at short covers, 1 at short extra cover, 1 at mid off. And we have 1 at backward square leg, 1 at long on. That was a better delivery, keeping the batter quiet. And 1 third man as well. So a lot of fielders on the offside, which means the bowler will be compelling the batter to play the maximum of the shots towards the offside region. You can see the wonderful sight of this ground. This time plays up Ishley. And the ball dropping and dropped it.
They've dropped it. It was difficult running backwards. Moving towards the no man's land. Should have been taken, should have not. Let's have a look at it.
Playing it up Ishley. It should have been taken. There you can see he took his time but not being able to hold on to it. So Rohit survives, as they say. The fortune favors the brave. So he's at the moment as a brave batter, batting on 22 runs, coming off 22 deliveries for Rohit.
The last 2 deliveries in the power play, he would want to throw the heave at it. Just 2 fielders outside of the 30-yard circle, so he would want to capitalize it. No, says Rohit, batting at 22.
Now both these batters have done a pretty good job. Now 42 runs already accumulated without losing a wicket. Of the two, Rohit is doing the wonderful job. So I think he has got the start. Now he has to convert it into a big total. That's very important in the context of this game for Kathmandu University.
Well bowled there by Divyansu. After the end of power play, Kathmandu University is 42 for no loss.
That's the boundary. And there's one of the drifting down the leg side. Four wide. In fact, this time that shot was played away towards the mid-wicket boundary region for 4 runs, turning it away. This was the one he cut it away, misfield at the backward point region, and the ball racing away towards the boundary region for 4 runs. This time, it was a superb shot played on the up and driven firmly towards the cover region for 4 runs. This time, cutting it away, superb shot. This was the catch dropped by the fielder, and the which Rohit got a reprieve there. You can see both the fielders colliding. So that's the story so far at the moment. And once again, we see a change in the bowling attack. Another tweaker comes on to bowl now. And in the commentary box, I have with me my colleague commentator, Kiran Bhattrai. Welcome to the commentary box.
Thank you, Sanjeev, and welcome to all our viewers. If you have just tuned in, you're watching us live on Prime Television SD. The first match, the 10th match of the tournament, the first of the day, is being played between Delhi University and Purvanchal University. Delhi winning the toss, electing to field first. Well, the decision hasn't been in their favor for much. So the new bowler in is Aman Yadav, has taken 2 wickets in the last match, conceded 24 runs. Oh, that's his stat for the whole tournament. So this is the final game, and both of the teams are playing for their reputation. As a matter of fact, both teams have been knocked out. They won't be playing in the knockout stages where we have playoffs starting from day after. Aman right on the money from the very first delivery.
That was nice delivery, keeping the batter quiet now. So he has been brought on to break this partnership. Kathmandu University opening pair, Bishal and Rohit. Bishal didn't have much of the strike so far in this innings. Most of the times it has been Rohit in the batting and scoring runs. 22 runs coming off 24 deliveries, whereas Bishal is taking his own time. Short of length delivery, pulled it away. There's a fielder, just a single run.
Yeah, because Bishal is being very cautious in this game because he was out in very unfortunate fashion yesterday inside edge onto the bat, given out LBW. And the problem for Purvanchal has been the fall of wickets in the tournament so far. They haven't been consistent, caught beautifully, but there is protection now as the field restriction is over. So I was talking about how Purvanchal batters were struggling to build a partnership in the tournament. Probably this is the highest partnership they've built in the whole series so far. I beg your pardon, Kathmandu University. So in absence of Ishan Pandey, the problem Kathmandu University is facing is having that leadership quality. He was the captain, played the first game, and he hasn't been part of the game yesterday and not even today. So Vishal has taken the responsibility of captaining the side in absence of Ishan Pandey. So he has got a lot of responsibility. That's why he's taking his time trying to settle down. Loosner, full toss, played it along the ground, and the fielder from long on will cut it off just for a single.
It was a full toss delivery, an opportunity missed. Just a single, as you said. Vishal has taken up the job of captaincy in the absence of regular captain Ishan Pandey. Definitely that pressure might have restricted him from playing too many shots. At the moment he's taking his own time. More of he's a grafter, just knocking the ball in the gaps and going for 1s and 2s. So that's the end of the over number 7. Kathmandu University, they are now 47 runs without losing a wicket.
So 7 overs have been bowled, 47 runs on the board. That second over went for plenty, 16 runs over. So the buildings are rising high slowly for Kathmandu University. Probably this was the best power play they've had in the tournament. And Rohit has been the aggressor of the two, skipper Bisal being very watchful so far. And the bowlers of Delhi University, they haven't bowled with a lot of discipline, I must say. Lots of extras, you know, the buys, the wides, ball racing away for boundary of those extra deliveries. They have to put the shackle into the flow of the runs. At the moment, it's with easy pickings and those sort of fielding, fumbles. I know it's cold out there today compared to last few days. But you know, when you're playing a tournament in international level, representing your university, there has to be some discipline.
Definitely, this time around the fielder rushed with the ball. I think he should have stopped and waited for the ball. Then he should have stopped it. That was the problem. That was the problem he had while fielding the ball. As you said, definitely the fielding, we have seen it. It has been on the sloppier side for Delhi University.
So they will cruise for a single, and with that single, they will bring up their 50. So 50-run opening stand without losing any wicket for Kathmandu University. I must say it's a great start. 50 runs. And look at that, Rohit Sapkota had scored 24, Bishal 11. Inside edge to the fielder. So it looks like Kathmandu University, they have learned from their mistakes in the previous games. And they are being very watchful, very cautious, punishing the loose balls, especially Rohit. His innings will be very important. He needs to keep going because he's set out there. Flighted delivery, offered the batter to go after him. Just for a single. So they are not hurrying, they are punishing the loose ball, but at the same moment, one good thing that has happened for Kathmandu University is they have been able to rotate the strike regularly.
Definitely, of the two, Rohit has been the man in form at the moment, doing the bulk of scoring. And Bishal complimenting very well, though he hasn't played too many aggressive shots. This time, played it away, driving that one. The ball will find the boundary once again. Sloppy fielding, 4 runs.
There goes the umpire signaling 4. That was a beautiful shot. If you have a look into the replay, he didn't try to hit it too hard to end up the bat. But the good thing was that shot was bisected in between the fielders of cover and mid-off. Beautifully executed. Look, both of the fielders were sprinting. No chance to cut that off. A great looking shot. So Rohit, he has his intentions clear. He will go for his shots no matter what. The score is already on the board. Oh, Bisal, the skipper this time around, joining the party. So it's not that he will only defend. He will play his shot if the ball is in his arc. Final delivery of the over. Played it with soft hands. Good thing to do. 8 runs in fact of the over. After 8, Kathmandu 55 without loss.
So 55 runs on the board for Kathmandu University. So in the company of the man in form, Rohit, Captain Bishal also now looking in good touch. Smacked the boundary in the previous over. There you can see Devanshu Singh's bowling analysis. There you can see the wonderful scenic view of this Tribhuvan University International Cricket Ground. Today being a Saturday holiday in this part of the world, we don't see many spectators. A month back at the time of the Nepal Premier League, we saw it was a choker blow. Large number of spectators were at the ground. No tickets available in that particular, all the games. It was a big success. So now Aman once again continuing the pressure over. He has been in takeoff actions. Leg spin bowler this time, and now wicket number 1 goes down. Played it on.
He was trying to drag that ball from outside the off stump towards the leg side. Was completely beaten, and there was turn in offer for the spinner, and the bells dislodged. So Kathmandu University lose their first wicket. The dangerous looking Rohit is back to inside, is in fact onto the stumps. that ball kept low because Rohit was batting beautifully. He was trying to hit that shot over that fielder on the leg side, but look at that, the ball stayed really low, kissed the bottom edge of the bat onto the stumps. So the first wicket and the first success for Delhi University.
In fact, he tried to play against the spin. Rohit Sapkota departs for well-made 25 runs, coming off 30 deliveries, played some exquisite drives. So now he walks back to the pavilion, but let me tell you, he has done the job for his side. Already put up a half-century partnership for the first wicket, so definitely the opening pair has laid the good foundation for KATHMANDU University. Now the remaining batters should cash in on the good start they have got, and they can just go about and play the game in a normal way without having to play under any sort of pressure.
Their star batter Supreme Basnet, very popular bloke amongst Kathmandu University. We saw some placards for him yesterday. So he will be on strike. He has a responsibility to fulfill, and he has to fulfill the expectation of his supporters as well. Is Supreme Basnet. He will be on strike. So the good thing for Kathmandu University is now they've got the right-hand, left-hand combination.
Definitely the combination of left-hand and right-hand creates a kind of problem for the bowling side. The ball turned away far outside the Austin, a wide ball. So now we have new batter Supreme. A good name he has. Supremacy he will have to display in this match.
He certainly needs to. Aman Yadav got it really late. Was Supreme looking for that first run. One thing what I don't understand, Sanjeev, here is, you've just taken a wicket and the very next delivery you ball wide. You should be attacking the new batter more, try and get him out as well. So that will keep Kathmandu under pressure. Flighted delivery this time around, played it with soft hands. So feels a bit sprayed at the moment. So there are a lot of gaps where the batter can, just play the ball and take the single.
Definitely I agree with you. I mean, should have been attacking the new batter instead of going down, but bowling outside the leg stump. He should have been attacking the batter. Now they have got the first wicket. Now if they can get rid of Vishal, then certainly they can make a good comeback in this match.
So much better to the right-hander. That's the problem normally the bowlers face with that right and left-hand combination, is they sometimes tend to lose their rhythm. And that's what's happened with Aman. So the final delivery of the 9th over is coming up, which will be wide, and that has to be rebowled. I forgot to tell, until and unless it's a legal delivery, because that's been the story for Delhi. They haven't been disciplined at all. We have been talking about it throughout. 2 wides. This time around a bit of width offered, kind of nothing shot, and that ball was played beautifully, bisected it and raced to the boundary for 4. So after the fall of Rohit, Vishal has decided to take the responsibility in himself. That was not a very good fielding. I'm telling you, in this sort of tournament, in this level of tournament, this sort of balls has to be stopped. You cannot let that boundary happen. What should have been dot has been converted into a boundary.
Yeah, there was a sloppy fielding. It should have been stopped. We have seen lapses in the fielding by the University fielders. That has been the reason. It's now Aman Yadav. There you can see 2 overs. He has picked up a wicket, getting rid of very important wicket of Rohit, who was looking good. Had him bowled, owing to played on, playing against the turn and paying the penalty.
That's leg.
So once again we see a change in the bowling attack from the Chobar, and Priyansh will be bowling. So he's having some talks with the
Bowler coming
umpire.
right arm round.
Priyanshu Chamoli has already taken a wicket in the tournament, hasn't bowled all its spell. Average of 11, economy of 5.5. So he will be coming from Chovar end. To Supreme, right on the money. Right from the word go, that's where you should be bowling, you know, if you're coming fresh to ball. And one thing I've been telling throughout the tournament so far is Delhi's bowler, they never stress themselves. They just come and deliver the ball. You know, normally in cricket, when a new bowler is coming, we see a lot of homework being done, you know, like loosening their arms, just opening their arms before delivering the ball. Not in the case here.
Yeah, that could be one of the strategies, making them create a kind of impression on the minds of the batters that this guy is just going to bowl. Oh no, he will be bowling what he delivers, but that is not the case. You can see Priyansha, he is bowling the ball in the right areas, not allowing the batter. Now Vishal, the captain, he is batting on 19 runs, so he has done the hard work. I beg your pardon.
Priyansh offering the batter to play that shot. Vishal gladly accepts it. And the batter will easily get their single. So the thing with Delhi University throughout the tournament has been their fielding hasn't been up to the mark. You know, lots of catches being dropped. So was the case with Kathmandu University as well, but they played better cricket in their last game. So hopefully they can continue the momentum. Mind you, this is the best score they have had in first 9.4 overs in the whole series. This is the third game they are playing. Not the kind of tournament they had expected, you know, like things didn't go their way. Their fielders didn't support the bowlers. The bowlers were wayward, not hitting the deck regularly. And the batters, well, they haven't been able to live up to the expectation that the team had.
Definitely a lot of things to be learned from this tournament. This time short of that ball, played it away towards the long region for a single run. As this tournament will become a regular feature, I think so. So that you can see 10 overs have been bowled. Kathmandu University, they are now 66 runs on the board for the loss of 1 wicket.
So the first 10 overs have been done and the players will be taking the drinks and we'll be watching the highlights. Kuldeep started beautifully for the side and then there were some lofty hits from the bat of Rohit, especially lots of extras in that power play as you can see on that occasion. Very, very wide delivery. And then played it towards the leg side with the soft hands on that occasion, ball racing towards the boundary. There were quite a few boundaries that we saw today, which was a positive factor for Kathmandu University. Some fumbles, some misfields. You know, the bowlers were not hitting the right areas apart from Kuldeep Yadav. And with offer, the batter slashing, that's been the story of the power play. That ball was hit in the air. It was in the air for a long time, but as we have seen so many occasions, it's been dropped. Then the run flow continued. Rohit was cruising beautifully and this happened inside edge onto the stumps. He lost his wicket and Vishal with that beautiful shot for the boundary. That's been the story of the power play so far. So only 1 wicket down for Kathmandu University. Vishal Devkota, the skipper, still batting on 21 of 25 deliveries. Rohit Sapkota's support was good to start with 25 of 30. And Supreme Basnet, 3 runs of 6 deliveries, 17 extras in 10 overs. That's very heavy. The only successful bowler, Aman Yadav, 2 overs, 5 dots, 12 runs. Look at Kuldeep Yadav, 2 overs, 8 dots in just 2 runs. He was outstanding with that opening spell. 66 for once the score. So that second over was massive. You know, those 5 wides, the boundaries being struck and a wicket in the 9th over. So all in all, the session of the first half, it totally belonged to Kathmandu University. So the players have taken the drinks and the game will be underway shortly. Look at that worm. It's climbing up and up and up. A very rare sight for Kathmandu University. The fans will be delighted to see that. And for the later 10 overs, they have to continue the way they've started. So the game is about to start after that short drinks break. So we still have 10 overs to go in this innings. Good ball. That's what's happening. If you ball in the good areas, the pitch has a lot to offer. On that occasion, look at that. The batter was in two minds, just decided to play in the back foot. That was never a back foot shot, let me tell you what. And with that, there is change in com box. Sanjeev has gone to take some break, and joining me is Divash. Good morning, Divash.
Good morning, Kiran. Well, very rare sight for Kathmandu University, looking calm, composed and confident today.
So Aman ball to good deliveries. Again, Mishfield, the fielder, Divyanshu will cut it off. And the batters are back for two. Very good running between the wicket. Very good call from the skipper. He was running at the danger end, mind you. Look at that. He was not even trying to stop the ball. He was just diving. You need to make an effort to reach to the line of the ball and then grab it. Better this time. You know, the fielder is fielding at gully, point and the covers. Those are your three top fielders. And at the moment, the Delhi fielders are not doing their job properly. And the bowler as well. I miss the bowler. You know, how many times have you seen the balls being drifted towards leg side, going for that extra runs?
Well, but that's the problem with Delhi University. It was also the problem for Kathmandu University, but then they have improved a lot in this particular game. It was a sort of length ball going towards the leg stump, and the keeper misses, gets by.
Outside off with offer this time, and they will grab a single. So it's been a rarity that Delhi bowlers bowling and not conceding any extras. You know, there has been buys, leg buys, wides. No ball. One no ball is something that's rare. We have already seen it in the game. Within that power play. And from that ball, Kathmandu University got the momentum. Oh, good ball. Just inviting the batter to go for the shot. Outside is running towards the boundary, and the ball will win the race. So there is a boundary coming from the bat of Supreme. Not in a very convincing manner though.
Well, he was trying to defend the ball. It was full of length ball, get the thick ace, and the ball will win the chase with that. As his intention was not to hit for a boundary, but he gets it. He will be happy for that.
Very disappointed Aman there. So that boundary will end the over. Kathmandu University cruising smoothly at 76 for 1. So Priyansh will continue from Chovar end, and Vishal will be facing him. His batting on 24 of 30 deliveries. He has picked up momentum. The skipper still out there. Projected score is 139. That ball was in the air, but the question is, did it carry? It was the captain of Delhi University, Kuldeep, fielding there. Not very happy. So that ball was in the air. Flighted delivery. The batter tried to slash it. Better this time. Just chip the ball, clearing the infield. I just want to look into that chance again. The ball was in the air. Kuldeep saw it, tried to grab it. He, in fact, dropped that catch. Would you believe it? It was the skipper's catch, the skipper dropping it from the opponent.
Well defended. Yes, I can believe that's the story from T1 for Delhi University, Kathmandu University, Purvanchal University, a lot. Well, he was trying to hit hard into the leg side, gets the easy single.
On that occasion, Supreme lost his balance as soon as he hit the shot. Lucky for him that the ball went in the gap, otherwise it would have been very tight call. So here is Bishal. He will try to play down the ground because the catch has already been dropped. He got alive, courtesy to the drop catch from the skipper of Delhi University. Let's have a look into that. Supreme played. He was about to run. Down the leg. That can't be LBW.
With that, over number 12 has been concluded and the score is 75 for 1.
Okay, the skipper is trying to change his bat. So is that the sign that the batter is going to shift the gear? Because Bishal has asked for a change bat. So normally when the batters do it, they tend to go big. So we'll see how he goes about his business. So Aman will continue from TU end. And Bishal with the new bat. Let's see. Will it bring some big hitting for Kathmandu University? Oh yes, he's opening his shot. Beautifully bisected shot towards the boundary. There is protection. And the batter will cruise for a single.
Though there was protection, the intentions of Bishal after changing the bat is clear. We'll look for bad deliveries. He want to punish, he want to change the gear. Aman, who was expensive in previous over, well, defended towards the leg side. There was a protection, gets none. Supreme was the man while bowling for Kathmandu University, and he has some good kind of batting setup. Well, up in the air, and 6 it is. That's a massive 6 by Supreme Basneet. I was telling you, he is the man out there in the middle. He can bowl, he can bat.
Let's have a look into the replay. Supreme on his knees and bangs he goes, clearing that boundary very comfortably over the head of the cover fielders. Never an easy shot to execute. Sorry, I think that was score leg. Good shot, big shot. He goes again. That ball nearly carried to the fielder, Divyanshu there, but it's gone all the way. The umpire is checking with the fielder. He has got no idea. 6 signaled by the umpire. So back-to-back 6s. Well, Bishal changed the bat and Supreme had changed the gear. That ball was very close of being caught. Would have been the catch of the tournament. Look, he got his hand onto it, but just couldn't hold on to it, was Divyanshu. Full toss on offer, played it down the ground. Sometimes, you know, those high full tosses can be very tricky. On that occasion, Supreme didn't try to take any risk. Already 2 6s in this over. So Supreme is already on 21 of 14 deliveries. Vishal on strike, gets the ball in full. Just played this with his wrists towards that fielder in the deep.
Poor bowling display by Aman Yadav. He have been hit for 37 runs in his 4 overs. He is disappointed as well as his team. With that, over 13 has been concluded and the score is 94 for 1.
So what Delhi University desperately needs at the moment is wicket, and they need not just one, they need couple of wickets, because at the moment batting looks fairly easy. Both the batters, you know, they are playing the shots at their will. Supreme was devastating in the last over. He was very, very calm and composed, hitting those big shots. And Vishal has already spent 35 deliveries, 28 runs on the board already, 39 partnership in no time, just 28 deliveries. That is the reason why the skipper has brought him back, and he is continuing from where he left in the first spell, beating the batter. That ball nipped back in after pitching sharply. So it's the battle between the captains. The captain of Delhi University bowling and the captain of Kathmandu University is in the striker's end.
The swing enemies we saw in very first delivery. I think Vishal will try to go for wick.
That ball was leaving the right-hander, so he is showing the variations that he is, Kuldeep Yadav. I was having a chat with him this morning during the toss, and I asked about the team formation, and he said like there is a lot of cricket being going on in India at the moment. So some of their prominent players are playing in the leagues already, so they couldn't leave the league and come to Nepal. And he said he wanted to end the tournament on a high note with a win.
This time, back-to-back dots for Kuldeep Yadav, this keeper. Well, I don't see any changes from Vishal Devkota, this keeper of Kathmandu University. He absents the bat. He is trying to go. He's trying to bang, but then he's not connecting. 3 dots for him. He's in pressure right now at this moment.
So a run on the over finally. The fielder will cut it up. A very late played caught shot there from the skipper Vishal. And he has been rewarded with a couple. So talk about Kuldeep. He has bowled really disciplined in this game. In the first spell he bowled 2 overs, just conceding 2 runs. And he has already bowled 4 balls in this over, with just giving away 2 runs to the opponent. So that's what Delhi is required to do, put the brakes in the flow of the runs. Vishal slapping the ball hard straight in the hand of the fielder.
Dot once again. Kuldeep, which is perfect line and length and rhythm he's carrying, setting a caliber for his teammates, his bowlers, exactly where to hit on that pitch. With that, the very last delivery of this over.
Hit the top edge of the bat, and the fielder grabs it easily. The easiest of catch you can imagine. So Kuldeep Yadav gets the better of the batter and the captain of Kathmandu University, Vishal. He has to depart, but he has given a good start to his team. And for Delhi University, there was only one man who could have troubled Kathmandu University's keeper. The skipper of Delhi, Kuldeep, taking the wicket. So the second wicket, both the openers are out now. That was the simplest of catches you'll get in cricket. The top edges are always gonna land safe more often than not. And Kuldeep Yadav was pumped after getting that wicket. Very disappointed with himself. He only had himself to blame. Vishal Devkota goes for 30 of 41 deliveries. Kathmandu University, they lose their second.
Pradeep, the new batter, comes in after the departure of the skipper Vishal Devkota, who played a knock of 30 over 14 was concluded and the score was 96 for 2.
I'd love to see the reaction of Kuldeep in the last dismissal. Boy, he was pumped. So the catch was caught. Let's have a look into Kuldeep. We got to wait for it, okay. So in the meantime, Priyansh is continuing with his third. So PK Yadav is the new batter, joining Supreme in the middle, Pradeep Kumar Yadav. And Supreme is not going to stop no matter the fall of the wicket. He will go for a shot. Just that ball was just a bit on the shorter side. And Supreme, well, he's not going to meet onto those occasions. Look at that. In the arc, just bisected it, hit it in the air, but placed it superbly in the gap.
With that, 100 comes up. Kathmandu University, that's their highest score they have scored in this tournament so far. Well, Supreme is a left-handed batter, and left-handed batter always loves to swing in the cow corner area. We saw earlier he hit back-to-back sixes in that direction, and now a 4 to Priyans Samoli in this over.
So hundreds are for Kathmandu University, 101 for 2, the current score. So they are looking for a decent total in this game. All they got to do is save their wickets. Direct hit. Umpire is not interested. And the batters are running for the second, and they will get it. Sometimes the direct hits, it favors the batters as well.
Well, mostly direct hits are dangerous. Sharp throw, but he was safe there.
And you know what? All the fielders were so busy appealing for that run out that the batters were able to steal the second. So Yadav will be on strike. Pradeep Kumar Yadav. He's batting on 2 of the only delivery he has faced so far.
Easy.
He's playing with the soft hands, you know. Like we're approaching the 15th over now. Kathmandu University has 8 wickets in their hand. So they need to go for the shots, you know. Post at least 160 plus would be very competitive. Delhi will be thinking twice when they come on to bat.
Well, with that dot, the score is 103 for 2 after the end of 15.
So Kuldeep Yadav will finish his spell of 4 overs. He is into his final over. He has bowled 3 overs, already taken a wicket, ball superbly, just conceding 4 runs. Look at that economy, 1.33, where other bowlers are going all over the park. Kuldeep Yadav, in fact, is the only bowler who has bowled with some intent. So there has been some adjustment in the field from the keeper. He is trying to get his field absolutely right. There is a point in place, sought cover. So mid-off has been pulled back a bit. So the mid-off fielder is fielding in the deep mid-off position. So fine legs come up. There's a fielder in the square leg. This fielder placed in deep point area. Very interesting. Second delivery, that ball had some pace in it. Supreme was trying to cut that shot, but the pace got the better of him.
That's the problem with Kathmandu University. They are playing a lot of dot balls. They're not rotating the strike. And in the last overs, the final 5s, where the stays they have to hit, they are not converting. They are not showing intentions. That is causing trouble for them. That's defended for none.
That ball nipped back in. That hurried Supreme. He had to go to the back foot and punch it really low. So Kuldeep Yadav is displaying some fine bowling with his variations. The last ball was outside off, you know, nipping away. This one coming back in, staying low. So Supreme has been kept in 2 miles. This time length ball. Ran for a quick single. So the projected score is 140. Kathmandu University will surely love to add 10 or 15 more runs to that projected score because they've got 8 wickets in hand. They do have the freedom to play their shots. Praveen needs to cut loose. They have to go after Kuldeep. They cannot give him the respect that they have been giving. Short ball. That was a nothing shot. He wasn't even trying to pull it. He just hung his bat in there. Nearly got caught. Divyanshu was running, sprinting to grab that ball.
That's one for the over.
Priyansh was the fielder. But that ball, luckily for Pradeep, landed just a bit away from that fielder.
He might be trying to pull. He might be. But then the pace Kuldeep possesses was the factor that beat him.
So the final ball of Kuldeep's fine innings is coming up. Supreme slashing it hard, clearing the infield. The ball will land safely and they will take a single. So a fine spell from skipper Kuldeep Yadav has finished. He has bowled 4 overs, 16 dot balls and a wicket, conceding the 7 runs, economy of 1.75. Well, that's called the captain leading from the front.
That's the great masterpiece bowling way straight from his dream. 16 over has been concluded and the score is 106 for 2.
So 4 overs to go in the innings of Kathmandu University. Remember, Delhi University won the toss and invited KU to bat first. The openers opened decently, but it was the flow of the runs in the form of extras that got things going for Kathmandu University, and both of their openers chipped away, and at the moment it's Supreme So. The left-hander from Kathmandu University has got a huge fan following. And they changed in the com box. Divash is out, having his warm cup of tea, and Nikesh is joining me.
This is supreme performance by Supreme indeed. We haven't seen him bat this well this tournament. Bit of fumble there in the infield. Supreme should be able to take his couple.
Not just couple, Pradeep was racing for his third. So that's us from the com box. The most decorated place in the ground, you know, the perfect view that we can see. So Priyan's bowling it short. Supreme playing it on the back foot. He wants to retain the strike as much as possible.
Righty.
So you can see us on the com box. It's me waving my hand. Nikesh is getting excited. And Divash and Sanjeev also having fun out in the com box. So finally we are in the screen thanks to the cameraman and the broadcast director. In the meantime, Mr. Yadav is finally hitting some shots.
It's time that he gets going as well. Get some of that motivation from Supreme. The most followed player, I would imagine, from the KU roster. We saw some play cards earlier in the previous game. Down he goes. Couldn't time it well. Did Supreme. He'll just get a single.
Righty.
So even though they are not getting the boundaries, there is a cameraman doing all the hard work. You know, staying on the top, it's never too easy. And there are some crowd already. Good to see. So flicked off his pads towards the leg side. The ball's racing to the boundary and the ball will win the race yet again. So I was talking about it just a bit earlier that Pradeep Kumar Yadav is opening up. So he gets his first boundary. Just chipped up really late off his pads and placed it in the gap. The fielder was not trying his level best to stop it, mind you.
Seemed like he was running His heart's out there, but still couldn't get to the chase. Kaman, the man. A bit of sportsmanship in display as well, Kiran, there.
Absolutely. You know how many times you see the fielding side helping the batter to tie the laces up as they have got their gloves on.
After the end of 17th over, the score is 115 for the loss of 2 wickets.
So if there are no extras, 18 deliveries left in the game. So out of these 18, Kathmandu University need to make at least the double of it. Priyansh Chamoli, he has bowled his 4 overs, conceded 23 runs with 9 dots, hasn't taken a wicket.
New bowler coming, right arm overside.
So I'd say that's not too bad considering the fact that there is already 100 plus score being scored.
Okay.
With Supreme still hanging around, they should rise somewhere north of 150, I would say. Let's see how they fare with Priyansh Chamoli here.
Anything 130 plus will be competitive because still it's cold out in the middle, though the sun's up. And we saw in previous games as well. Now, how many times have you seen in this game that the new bowler comes in, bowls the ball, and it's a wide?
We've seen it multiple times, haven't we already? There's a bit of dew factor coming in, maybe, maybe not, but buttery fingers from bowler there. We've seen multiple times that the ball's drifted down the leg side. Have a look at the cameraman there. Great work by our broadcast team.
Much better. At least he didn't bowl a wide. So Mr. Yadav just chipped it, clearing that infield. You know, coming back for 2 runs. Harsh is the new bowler. You know, the problem is, like, the sun's been out quite for a while, and I'm very sure there is no dew factor coming into play at this stage of the game. And still, the ball's sleeping. There is your cameraman on the other end from Chovar. Ooh, the direct hit would have been touch and go.
That was close. Late played by the batsman there for a single. With Supreme hanging around the way he's been hitting the ball, I would hope that he's also eyeing to that 50-run mark. Yet another cameraman, very jovial for the work, hard-working people.
And all the live pictures that you are seeing at the moment is courtesy to this fantastic gentleman and their excellent work. The broadcast director, Mr. Yopesh Pradhan, would be really proud of them. Took it on the full, played it down the ground, and the fielder from long on will cut it off. So, you know, we are already into the 18th over. And the batters are not in hurry to go for the boundary. That's really interesting. They still have got 8 wickets in it. What are you going to do with those 8 wickets if you're not going to put a decent total on the board?
Interesting to say the least. Let's see what he throws a sink at it. Run down. It'll just be a single.
Is it very good bowling, or is it like the batter from Kathmandu University are just chilling out there?
50-50, I'd say.
You know, Harsh doesn't have a lot of pace to offer, and from the length where he is bowling, if the batter is struggling, they can always step down and go for the shots.
Yeah, that's been the intention for the last couple deliveries. Just not being able to time the ball well, batsman. Throws at it again. A hesitant appeal. I don't know what they were thinking about.
So the first ball was wide, and then 2, then all the singles. The last ball is being the leg boy. So the 18 overs have been bowled with the delivery to go. And the score is 1, 2, 3 for 2. way down the leg side. That's been the problem with the bowlers of Delhi University. They have been all over the place. How many times we have said it in the tournament? And they are not learning from their mistakes at all. Very ordinary cricket. As the batters are not doing much of the scoring, I think the bowlers have decided that we will contribute to that total.
Fans enjoying the game in sun there. It's a chilly morning here in TU International Cricket Ground.
Slashed it hard, got the outside edge. There's protection. The third man is really deep, just next to the boundary line. So that will be finally the over number 18 being concluded. 1, 2, 5 for 2, 12 balls remaining. If they are not going to go for shot in this over, I don't know when are they going to hit those lofty, massive hits. So Harsh, 2 overs, 3 dot balls, 3 extras. 2 of them came in this over. Has conceded 19 runs already.
To be fortunate that one of the Ys that was drifting down the leg didn't go for 4. He looked fatigued. He was the outfielder that was running around in the long off reason earlier. Maybe fatigues come into play as well.
चल दिव्यांशु लबा शबा यार तगड़ा है तू दिखा दे कैसे घुमाता है शबाश
So the first wicket fell at the score of 55, second at the score of 96. Ever since, Kathmandu University haven't lost a wicket. So the first ball of 19th over. Yadav hits it. And there is fumble already. They get 2 runs. So who would have imagined Kathmandu University will just lose 2 overs heading into 19th over? Because considering the reputation they had in the tournament, you know, they were struggling to score that 100 runs.
Exponential growth shown by the batsman of KU. Dancing down the ground, inside out attempted. It'll just be a single.
So as we are coming towards the end of the first innings, the field is widespread. You know, so there'll be easy singles on offer. But what I believe Kathmandu University needs at the moment is the boundary.
Definitely, they should go for the big one now. It's now or never.
So Divyanshu into his final over, 3.2 overs, 18 runs he has conceded. Hit it, but not in the very convincing fashion. Lost the grip of the bat in the follow-through. Was Pradeep. So Supreme is on strike. He had hit a couple of, you know, big sixes. So he is capable of hitting those shots. So I believe that Supreme should be getting most of the strike, and he should be the one who should be doing the damage for the side, because he has been there for 29 deliveries already. Is the set one, and finally Priyanshu has taken the wicket in the 4th ball of his final over. Kathmandu University, they lose their 3rd. Yadav was not looking very convincing out in the middle. You know, those singles were not going to help the cause. He was, this time around, he decided to go wild swing, cross-batted, just to see his leg stump uprooted.
Most of the runs coming off the edge of his bat. Nevertheless, that was a wild swing, this one. Crashing onto the leg stump. But he's contributed 16 runs to his team. The furthest that Kathmandu University's got in terms of batting. Good improvement shown. Having a look at this again, crashing into the leg stump. A blind shot is what they would call it in gully cricket. Divas Subedi, the opening bowler, is the new batsman in. They've got a lot of all-rounders, it seems.
Well, those all-rounders need to hit big shots now. Divyanshu has taken a wicket.
Easy, easy, easy.
Nah, I don't think he's been sent
very
out
lefty,
there to
lefty.
just play the ball down the ground
Lefty,
and get a
lefty.
single. So 5 deliveries have been bowled, 5 runs conceded.
Yeah, they should be happy with this total of 130 runs. Expected is something north of 140. Divas is the flat batter that got 20 plus runs in his first game. Supreme goes downtown and will go for 4.
That's the problem with Delhi University, and the situation that both of the fielders were. The fielder reaching the ball should have at least put a hand on it, because the crossing fielder who ran all the way from mid-off, long off, I guess, he was blinded. He couldn't see the ball at the very last moment as they were crossing. Look at that. That should be stopped. That is as easy as you'll get in cricket. So 19 overs have been bowled, 134 runs on the board for the loss of 3 wickets for Kathmandu University.
बोल के चलेंगे.
Oh, that's leg. Good.
So Divyanshu has completed his spell of 4 overs, 11 dots, 24 runs conceded and a wicket being taken. He was pretty good, but that 4 just pinched him a bit. That should have been stopped, should have been 1 or 2. That's interesting. Horse is bowling the final over. He hasn't been in the best of his forms. 2 overs, 19 runs given, 2 extras in the last over. 2 wide conceded. How he will go will be very interesting. All right, and the money with the very first delivery. And a slight misfield.
He has a knack of pace. For the last over of his spell, he seemed a bit fatigued. There's no doubt about it. It'll be interesting to see how he fares in his final over here. Supreme already well set, 38 of 30 deliveries that he's faced. Is this the ball that Supreme goes big? What's he thinking here, Supreme?
There's nothing to think about in the final over. Just go for those big shots. No matter what the outcome is, you have to attempt playing big. Most of the occasion in the final over, the batters will look to go over the top for 6, not even 4. Forget it. And for them, they've got every luxury to do it because just 3 wickets fallen. So there's no way on earth you are going to get all out. So 19.2 overs, 136 on board. Can they get to 150? Full toss offered, Loosner and Divash. Well, he can hit big if he get those sort of full toss. Very ordinary bowling in the final over. Isn't he delighted? Maybe that's the first 6 of his career. Divas is loving it.
He's loving it. He's had go at it in his first game as well. Got 20 plus scores. Scored a 6 there as well. A flat batted Divas gets it all the way.
Much needed 6 for Kathmandu University. Played it straight, trying to come back for 2. Will they? They have attempted. And the wicket goes. Supreme is not happy. He wanted to get that strike. But, this is the last over. They will go for the runs. So Supreme is out after well played 39 of 31 deliveries. Unfortunately, is run out.
Quick.
He was running for that second. But Supreme looked in good form. Yeah, that was easy run out. Not in the frame at all.
Salaf Shina doing the fielding. And that was a good throw, I must say, considering looking at the situation, Now, I'm very sure that's not Pradeep, that's Supreme. So, round of applause for his innings. Supreme got from his teammates. So, the first run, they are attempting for the second one. Very, very ordinary fielding there from Hers. He is shaking his hand, but my friend, you should catch those. There is no excuse for that. That should have been out.
That should have been out. Miles away was the runner. Comedy of errors in the middle here. In the final two deliveries.
He is up to his bowling mark and he's still thinking about that run out. Oh, it's all happening. Into you, Cricket Stadium. That was a very good throw. Straight in. Nah, he was in no position to catch that. So they are again running for a single. Will he go for the throw? Yes, he will. Hit the umpire. You should be hitting the stump, not the umpire, and he still misses it. Oh my God, what's happening out there? I can't stop my laugh. That was funny.
Comedy of errors at its best. My word, I'm lost for words here. Dear, oh dear, he's down. He cannot believe himself, can he, Kasana?
He should not be down. With the way he was hitting, the umpire is the one who should have been down on the floor. That was hit so hard.
I hope the umpire's okay. Seems fine. Kasana throwing his hat in frustration. Let's have a look at it again.
So the keeper threw the ball, couldn't hit the stump. It was bowler turn, hit the umpire directly, and then they have attempted another run. He missed it again. Would you believe it? And the batter, after the throw was dislodged, was diving.
Dear, oh dear. Underarm throw, a foot away. Yeah, sometimes it happens, I guess. But inter-university, this is international event, mind you. We hope you hit the stumps from that up close.
I am going to watch that replay after I go home today for sure, because that is the funniest moment we have seen in the tournament so far. We have seen some of the hilarious moments, but that one was gold. I'm going to go downstairs and have a chat with the umpire really shortly. I just want to make sure that he's okay and he's in good mood. So it's time to have a look into the highlights of the first innings. So Delhi won. So we started the day with, a minute silence for the prayers of the people who lost their life in train accident yesterday. So that was the moment we prayed for them. And then the game went underway. Delhi elected to field. Kuldeep bowled superbly. That was a very ordinary piece of wicket keeping. And then there was some beautiful looking shot from the opener, Rohit Sharpkota of Kathmandu University. And those extras were always on the cards when Delhi bowlers are bowling, drifting towards the pad. Easy pickings for Rohit. Rohit was the one who was doing all the damage from Kathmandu University's prospect. Mesfields getting another boundary. That was a beautiful timed shot. And then leaving that fielder in the gully, going for four, going very ambitious for the big shot. Lands in no man's land. The two fielders collide. And another good shot, through the covers, beating the fielder in mid-off. The ground shot were excellent, and that was when Rohit lost his wicket. And Vishal started doing the damage. Supreme joining the party. Supreme was the one who hit those lofty shots with 2 sixes. And Vishal was dropped by Kuldeep, would you believe it? One of the better fielders from Delhi dropped an absolute dolly. And Divyanshu has only himself to blame. He was not happy. And that was back-to-back sixes for Supreme and Kathmandu University. Easy dismissal this time around. Divyanshu bowling it short, getting punished for 4. Easy flick of the wrist. At the very last moment, he just played that wristy shot past that fielder, going for the boundary. And Divyanshu in his final over, finally getting some wicket. Straight shots, Supreme continue to impress. Misfield yet again. Divash going for that big shot, 6 in fact. And then Supreme got out when trying to convert that single into double. Easy picking. The bowler grabbed that ball on that occasion, and that was absolute drama in the last ball. Keeper, bowler missing, umpire being hit, and the bowler, he misses it again, and then the dive comes at the very end. Oh, this is cricket at its funniest. So that's a beautiful looking Kathmandu. Let's have a look into the batting card of Kathmandu University. Vishal Devkota, the skipper, 30 of 41, Rohit chipping 25-39. The highest scorer was Supreme, 16 for Pradeep, 11 not out of 6 deliveries, but he was 26 extras with the run rate of 7.35. They scored 1 for 7 for 4. Now it's time to look into the bowling card. Kuldeep Yadav, I'm very sure, will be on top for over 16.7 runs and a wicket each for Divyanshu and Aman. Let's have a look into the match summary so far, how it stands in the match number 10 in this Jai Nepal Cup T20. So Supreme Basnet scored 39 of 31. Vishal Devkota, the skipper, 30 of 41. Rohit chipping earlier, 25. Pradeep played a quick cameo of 16 of 13. Kuldeep Yadav bowled superbly in his 4 overs, 1 for 7, a wicket each for Divyanshu and Aman. So when Delhi University will come to bat, they have to chase 148 runs. So with that, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be back with the chase.
Good morning and welcome back once again. Kathmandu University taking on Delhi University in the last league match for both these teams. Kathmandu University losing the toss and batting, they have put up a respectable total of 147 runs in the stipulated 20 overs, losing 4 wickets, which means Delhi University will be chasing a target of 148 runs to win the game in the allotted 20 overs, which means the required run rate will be 7.4 runs to win the game. That you can see on screen the opening pair for Delhi University. Captain this morning when he spoke with our colleague commentator Kiran Bhattrai during the toss, he said that he would love to finish this campaign on a winning note. So definitely Delhi University, the opening pair, will have a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders to make sure that the captain's words turning into a reality by winning this game. The opening pair will have to put up a good contribution. They have to lay a strong foundation akin to what Kathmandu University did when they batted. They had a good partnership of 55 runs for the first wicket when Rohit and Vishal captain put up. And in today's Kathmandu University games, all the top 5 batters, they did a wonderful job. All the batters, contributing with the bat. Rohit with 25 runs, Vishal captain with 30 runs, Pradeep 16 runs, and Supreme Basnet was the one who made a cameo, 39 runs of 31 runs. And towards the later part of the innings, they was also chipping it with cameo 11 runs of 5 was with the inclusive of 1-6. So that has been the story, the wonderful batting display by Kathmandu University in this match, which enabled them to put up a total of 147 runs, which looks a good one on this strike now. You can see the captain Kuldeep Yadav is on strike. So he is the one. He did a wonderful job while bowling. He was very economical, just conceding 7 runs in his allotted 4, wasn't picked up a wicket as well. So in the commentary box, I have with me my colleague commentator, Deva Saraf. Good morning and welcome to the commentary box.
Good morning, Sanjeev, and good morning to every fans who are watching Primetime Television SD. We are for match number 9, day 6 of T20 Nepal Cup, One Earth, One Voice for a good cause, Act on Climate Change, organized by Nepal Student Union and supported by Cricket Association of Nepal. We can see Rishabh Khatiwada, the man who bowled pretty well in his previous inning. 3 matches, 4 wickets. He was quite expensive, but then he is effective for his team.
Lovely piece of bowling, appealing and given out. First wicket goes down. Terrific delivery. Delhi University losing their captain for a knot.
This was the moment when the skipper KD was trying to finish the innings, but then he has been caught by Rishabh Khatiwada. I told you, the effective man, a clever delivery. He was trying to defend, and Kathmandu University gets a breakthrough in their very first over, very first delivery.
So golden duck for Captain Kuldeep Yadav. That was a lovely piece of bowling. Just angling across a slightly better, trying to play the ball, just, nicking the ball, and good job done by the wicketkeeper. So in the very first over, Kathmandu University bowler Rishabh strikes with a wicket. That too of the opposition captain Kuldeep Yadav for a golden duck.
Disappointed. He cannot blame someone else in the dugout. He is disappointed by himself. He will blame himself for the rest of the innings.
So disastrous struck in the very first over for Delhi University. Now new batter coming in at the center. He will have to make sure Ankit
Aman Yadav, the new man. He will take the strike. He will face Rishabh Khatiwada, the dangerous man. We can see. Is it the day for Rishabh Khatiwada? Aman Yadav, he has played 3 matches. He's yet to score runs. And we can see some attacking fields out there in the middle. For the very first time, I have seen 2 sleeps have been placed for Kathmandu University. The game is being entertaining from this moment.
And Gully as well. So Rishabh very much on target this time, full and delivery playing the ball. So this time a single walked out by Aman. Now these 2 batters will have to make sure that they stay at the wicket. they have to rotate the strike rate and also ensure they do not lose anymore, because that's the action replay in which Captain Kuldeep Yadav got out. That was a super piece of delivery, bit of swing, trying to play the ball kissing the outside edge of the blade and going straight into the hands of the wicketkeeper.
That's a gem of delivery by Rishabh Khatiwada. With that, Delhi University have opened their account. Once again, the exact length, the exact line where he got the wicket of Kuldeep Yadav. Rishabh seems dangerous for the day. He's hitting the right deck.
And it still will be up now, Rishabh, with having taken the wicket. Definitely his morale will go sore, and he will certainly create a problem at the moment. Picked up a wicket in his very first over. Once again, blading away that one towards the cover region this time. No run taken. So game number 2 coming up in the afternoon time. We have game number 2 coming up between University of Lucknow versus Midwest University after the completion of this match. Let me tell you, the result of this match will have no bearing on these two sides, since they have lost all their league matches. This is the last game both teams are playing at the moment, so they are trying to play for a consolation win.
Within, he tries to hit hard up in there. Since it's a power play, he will get 2 bounce, and it goes for 4. Subham, he will start with the style.
That was a super piece of shot. The ball was in the slot and he bangs it away a couple of boundaries towards the long off boundary region. There you can see the ball traveling to the fence for 4 runs.
Well hit for 4. Yeah, we were talking about the second game, University of Lucknow and Midwest University. Both of the team have won 2 matches. Both of the team looks the contender for the trophy. Much better this time, much better. Rishabh Khatiwada after that. With that, over 1 has been concluded and the score is 5 at loss of 1.
So that's a nice view of this TU ground. 5 runs on the board for Delhi University, losing a wicket. They lost their captain in the very first delivery of the first over. Rishabh was the one who picked up a wicket, conceding 5 runs in the very first over and picking up a wicket as well. So now Divas Subedi will come on to bowl. He played a cumulative knock of 11 runs while he batted, facing 5 deliveries, scoring 11 runs with the help of 1 big 6 as well towards the end part of the innings. Now he comes on to bowl. 3 matches for him and a wicket as well. So he comes on to bowl the second over of the innings of Delhi University.
A full length ball up in there and he gets a wicket. He have taken 1 very first over. Well, that's a disgusting start from Delhi University. They lost their captain in the very first over and the very first delivery, and now the dangerous man, Aman, he gets there.
He picks up a wicket in his very first delivery, trying to drive the ball, not being able to keep the ball down, straight into the hands of the mid-on fielder. So now the opener batters back to the pavilion for Delhi University. It was an easy catch, driving, not being able to keep the ball down. So 2 wickets down for Delhi University. They are deep in trouble at the moment. They are chasing a target of 148 runs, but they have already lost their opening pair. So it becomes very important for now the incoming batters that they have to stabilize the innings. They just can't afford to lose too many wickets at the earlier part of the innings.
Well, Kathmandu University, for the first time, they're on top of the opponent. A very rare sight. This day, this sunny day, the audience, the spectators who are supporting Kathmandu University might be joyful. They might be enjoying the game. They're happy with the performance. They're bowling. Divas Subedi, the man who took the wicket, the second wicket, in the very first over, the very first delivery.
That's leg.
With that, the new batter, Salav Sinha, comes in. He have a responsibility to take his team towards the victory. It will be a good
Ball against
contest
right
from
arm
now.
over side. 5 to go.
So now we have two slips, one gully, one backward point, one covers, one extra cover, one third man. And on side we have one mid-on, one a long leg. So Shalab is the new batter at the crease for Delhi University. Now you can see a bit of swing and umpire signaling it a wide ball. The ball pitching on the off stump and going further away. Still there is swing in the pitch, despite the fact the pitch has dried up. There you can see bright sunny day, lovely piece of bowling, but they was pitching the ball and making the ball deviate after pitching on the off stump.
Exactly. That's the thing that makes a batter feel hard to play. Going away from the bat, it's always hard. That's the length. That's the thing we are talking about. They was teasing the batter, taking away from his bat. It makes very complicated for batter to drive or pick that length.
So those of you just tuned on to Prime Television, good morning and welcome on Prime TV. We are coming exclusively live from Tribhuvan University International Cricket Ground from Kirtipur. International Inter-University T20 Nepal Cup. Game going on between the University and Kathmandu University. That was a lovely piece of bowling outside the off stump, beating the batters. All ends up, he was itching to play the shot, missing it completely. Good bowling by Divas so far in this over, picked up a wicket as well.
Well, it was whispering in the bat of Salav. He was trying to hit it, but then at the last moment, he says no. He takes his bat off. Divas Subedi, the dangerous man, hitting the right deck. Perfect bowler till now. He was trying to go down the leg, misses, swing and miss. Story so far for Delhi University.
But I wonder what kind of shot he was trying to play. He was neither forward nor back, trying to play the ball, pitching on the middle, bouncing, playing, standing tall, trying to play the shot, missing it completely. Divas so far has been specific in this over, picked up a wicket. Just a wide conceded so far. He has been economical this time. Once again, outside the off time, going for a big drive, missing it completely. Good collection by the wicketkeeper.
Perfect collection. Today, Kathmandu University, they are much improved, improvised, calm, composed, happy. This seems they're enjoying the game for the first time. They're on top of the opponent. They're happy with their bowling lineup. Divas Subedi is supporting with that masterpiece of bowling till now.
Maximum number of fielders kept on the offside so far for Divas, and he has been bowling according to the fielding placements he has placed, keeping that's the end of the over. So now 6 runs on the board after the completion of 2 overs for Delhi University.
Batsman, bowler is ready to bowl. Batsman, always ready to bowl.
Rishabh Khatibara, he will join the party. Will continue from T20. The dangerous looking Rishabh Khatibara. A different avatar of Rishabh Khatibara we have seen today. Subham the man will face him.
So Rishabh comes down to bowl now. Second of all, lovely piece of playing the ball towards the cover, reaching the not for run now. Both these batters are struggling at the moment. They have lost 2 wickets, both opening batters back to the pavilion. So now these 2 batters have extra responsibility of staying at the wicket. They just can't afford to lose too many wickets. Apart from conserving the wickets, they have to score runs as well. Rishabh, he doesn't have a long run up. He comes easily and bowls. Lovely piece of bowling once again outside the off stump. There you can see our colleague commentators on the ground at the moment trying to absorb some warmth of sunlight.
Indeed, they are. Today, Rishabh Khatri, I think he's from math background. He's exactly keeping the coordinates where it is needed. I think he's from math background.
Nikesh Acharya and Kiran Bhattrai, two of our commentators on the screen. There you can see both of them. Bearded fellow, Kiran Bhattrai. And he's a jolly good man. He spent more than 1.5 decades of his lifetime in Down Under. He was in Australia. He came back some 2 years back in Nepal. He's a cool guy.
Also, the general manager of Pokhara Avengers in Nepal Premier League. Now that's a sensible piece of bowling. Despite that misfield, is there chance? No. The batter saves. We see fumble again, fumble by the keeper, fumble by the slip fielder. No backup, poor fielding this time.
Yeah, sloppy fielding enabling the batters to go for a couple of runs. Today we have seen during the time of Delhi universities when they were fielding, we saw sloppy fielding, drop catches, which played, kind of, enabling the Kathmandu University to pile on runs. I think match is held up for a while. Umpire Ravindra Gupta is having a conversation. I think he has problem. He cut his finger there because it's bleeding. You can see the blood on his finger. So here we have now the medical attendant on the field attending on him.
Well, let me know you all. This is match number 9, day 6. We are here at T20 Nepal Cup for a good cause inter-university match. One Earth, One Voice, act on climate change. Act on climate change since.
That's a wicket of a captain outside the Austrian, playing the ball, missing it completely. And good catch. This was another wicket, goes down, trying to play the ball towards the mid-on region, but easy catch taken at the mid-on region. So yeah, this is a good cause. One Earth, One Voice, act on climate change. That's the motto of this tournament, and a wonderful initiative taken by Nepal Students Union, and bringing all the university players from 3 countries, from Bangladesh, India, Nepal, playing this game of cricket, whereby creating kind of awareness how we must be responsible towards our Mother Earth. That's what, because of the global warming nowadays, you see the weather patterns has been disturbed all over the world. We see floods coming and the glaciers melting all over the world. So this global warming has really impacted our Mother Earth very badly. So now we have to take the responsibility now, especially we the youth will have to take the initiative of preserving our Mother Earth with our doings, how we can mitigate the impact of global warming.
Let me tell you, Nepal is one of the most vulnerable country. That's the reason the team from Nepal have initiated this tournament. Nepal, the global north countries, they do a lot of pollution and we suffer. The glaciers are melting. We saw in Nepal Premier League, Pokhara Avengers, they kept their logo, Save Glaciers, Save Himalaya.
So we have 6 fielders on the offside and 3 fielders on side for Rishabh. Rishabh has been terrific in terms of his bowling. Picked up a wicket in his very first. In fact, both opener bowlers picking up a wicket in the very first over, whereby creating situation for them, a positive situation for them at the moment. This time onto the backward, played it away, and the ball races away towards the backward point region for 4 runs. With offered outside the off stump, just gliding it away. No chance for the fielder, and the ball races towards the fence for 4 runs. There against in action replay, just angling his bat and bisecting the backward point fielder, and the ball races away towards the backward point region for 4 runs.
That's the style. He was standing there. He played with his style, gets the maximum of the style. He gets the 4. Divas is disappointed. No time for Divas to react at that moment. The ball have already gone beyond the boundaries.
The timing was the key, just using the bowler's pace and just angling his bat. That's the end of the over. 3 overs gone. Delhi University, they are 12 runs, the 4th loss of 2 wickets. They are chasing a target of 148 runs to win the game in the stipulated 20 overs.
Divas will continue from Chobarin. He took the first wicket of his innings in his very first over, and now he'll start with that rhythm. There was a chance for slip fielder and he missed it. I told you earlier, Divas will create some chances. He seems dangerous today. There was a chance. The fielder missed it completely. It was a thick ace, and there was a time to react for the fielder, but he misses. Well, those catches should be taken because we have heard catches win matches.
It was a dolly catch. It should have been taken. So Divas could have added one more wicket in his tally, but unfortunately the wicketkeeper not being able to hold on to it. So Salab gets a reprieve here at the moment. So 13 runs on the board for Delhi University. Still a long way to go for them. 148 is the target they are chasing to win the game in 20 overs. This time playing it away towards the mid-wicket region and ambling across for a walking single.
In T20 matches, chasing this 140 plus score, 150 score is not a big deal. You can change the gear at any moment and you can chase that. 100 balls and 134 runs. At this moment, the batter of Delhi University need to rotate the strike.
Definitely this time he plays it away towards the mid-off region and the ball will find the boundary for 4 runs. Terrific shot. Shot in land. Plenty of time for the batter to stay on the back foot and with the horizontal bat bangs it away for 4 runs.
Too short it was, too short. Divas has no pace to offer. Slow paced ball and he slaps it away in the straight direction. That's the safest area we say. Style is, it's kind of Russell shot we can say. Gets the 4.
In T20 cricket, when the batters hit boundaries, it's a terrific sight to see. And we also enjoy doing commentary, when the batters hitting, when the blasting boundaries, the 4s and 6s, we can create a kind of extra excitement when the batters, hit too many boundaries with their aggressive type of batting display.
But in this tournament, as much as they will score, the number of plants will be planted. So they need to score.
That's a lemon cut and the ball racing away towards the final leg region, but the fielder comes in. Just a single one. Going for a shot, but the inside edge and the ball going down to the final leg region. Single run.
He was trying to cut in the square direction. The keeper misses it. Good try, a good jump, decent one. Gets a single.
So 19 runs on the board for Delhi University. Still a long way to go. 98 balls remaining, 129 runs to win the game. They have 8 wickets in hand. This time standing tall, playing the ball towards the cover region. No run taken.
We saw Subham previously, the same shot, and it went like a thresher bullet for 4. But this time he found the fielder. At this stage, Kathmandu University was at 27 for none. But then Delhi University are at 19 at loss of 2. They have lost their keeper and Aman Kumar Yadav.
In fact, they have lost both their opener batters. So a dot to end the over. Now 4 overs gone. It's 19 runs on the board. 4th loss of 2 wickets for Delhi University.
The Worms of Kathmandu University, they're up there almost for 160, but then Delhi University are trying hard for this tournament. For the first time, we saw Kathmandu University on top of their opponent. It's really hard for them to reach that far milestone. Sital Nupane, the man will replace Rishabh Khatiwada and he will join the party. Sital Nepani, one of the finest left-arm orthodox spinner we have seen so far for Kathmandu University.
So as a first change in the bowling attack for Kathmandu University, we have Sital Neopane comes on to bowl from the TU end. Delhi University, they are now 19 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. We have 5 fielders on the offside and 4 fielders on the onside. First ball played it away with a delicate hand towards the mid-on region, and the batters scampering for an easy single.
It's sunny out there. Is there any cracks which has been opened that can help Sital and his colleague, the left-arm orthodox bowler? We have seen Lalita Advansi and other left-arm orthodox bowler. TU helps them a lot. But it was a poor delivery down the leg, missed by fielder, and Delhi University will get 5 runs for free.
That was a poor delivery, drifting down the leg side. No chance for the wicket keeper. Even the 30-man fielder could not stop the ball. The ball races away towards the fence. 4 wides. There you can see in action replay once again how that ball went past towards the fine leg boundary region. So 25 runs on the board. The partnership worth 15 runs for the third wicket between these two batters. It was a quicker delivery this time. Defending that one and the ball going towards the point region, though not for run. There you can see a few spectators have come here enjoying this wonderful game of cricket, and apart from absorbing the important warmth of sunlight, vitamin D, very important for our health factor.
With that, in leg side, he played for none. Well, I was talking about Sital. If you are hard to find that spin, the turn on the pitch, what you need to do is do some arm balls, keep the line and length towards the off stump, the middle stump. That will be beneficial for you. That's the length, that's the line I'm talking about. If you are having hard time to turn the ball, keep the length very strict. Stick the batter out there.
Definitely, as a bowler, you need to have variations in your bowling, because once you become predictable for the batter can easily pick you up and smash you any part of the ground. So you need to have variations in your bowling. This time, was it for his appeal, but umpire is not interested. Ramdev Gupta, the umpire. That was a terrific delivery, hitting the pads. Was it for a shout, but no reaction from the umpire whatsoever. There you can see the ball was cleanly going down the leg side, so there was no question of an LBW.
This time, full toss. We found the fielder. With that, over 5 has been concluded and the score is 25 for 2.
Guys, you are getting late. No, hurry up, please.
Current run rate 5 runs per over. The required run rate 8.20. At the start of the innings, the required run rate was 7.4. It has gone up. There you can see the scorecard of Delhi University. Not a good reading of the batting lineup. Kuldeep Yadav, the first batter to be dismissed for no score. Then Mayan Yadav lost his wicket. Both openers going back to the pavilion within the power play. That has, put Delhi University in a bit in a bother of trouble for them at the moment. Now these two batters, Shalab and Shubham, they are trying their level best to stabilize the innings. The partnership is building up at the moment. That's very important in the context of this game for Delhi University.
One more left-arm orthodox bowler, Sarthak Neopane. He is dangerous. From the com box, we often say Sarthak Neopane and Sital Neopane might be the Neopane brothers. They cause trouble for their opponents. They are very handy left-handers.
So now from both ends, we have left-arm spin tweakers coming on to bowl. Full and delivery driven firmly towards the mid-off region, though not for runs. So of these two batters, Shubham is the one who is doing the bulk of scoring, though he has consumed 18 deliveries for his 11 runs. And the other end, Shalab, he is batting at the moment. He has 7 runs under his belt. This time going for a big shot. The ball balloons up. Taken. So wicket number 3 goes down.
Sarthak, I told you earlier, Sarthak Neopane and Sital Neopane are these two bowlers to watch out. A flighted delivery into the full line length, and it was a good length ball up in the air, and that impressive fielding display by Kathmandu University. We don't see often. It's a rare sight, but then 3 wicket down for Delhi University. Collapse for them.
This time trying to whack the ball away, playing across the line and paying the penalty. The ball hitting the top edge of the bat and the ball ballooning up, and the dolly catch taken. So wicket number 3 goes down for Delhi University. Shalab departs for 7 runs. He will be quite disappointed with the way he played his shot. 11 balls he faced for 7 runs. So wicket picking up in the wicket comes for Sarthak in his very first over.
Drona Thapalia, the wicket keeper for Delhi University, will take lead from now out. He have to stay there at crease. He need to take the momentum. He need to shift the momentum towards his team. The required run rate is climbing up and up. It's 8.39 from now. Left arm batter, left arm orthodox bowler. This will be a good contest.
So now we have left-hander Drona Thapalia. 2 matches so far for him. Just 4 runs. Not a good tournament for him so far. So now here we have left-hand batter at the crease. That will certainly negate the left-arm spin bowling. So I think that may be the reason why left-hander Drona was sent in. There you can see the follow wickets, first falling at no score, second at 5, third for 25 runs, which means the third wicket partnership yielding 20 runs for Delhi University.
Yeah. Yes, in cricket, always the left hand and right hand combination is hard for the filling side. And maybe that's the reason Captain Kuldeep Yadav have sent Drona Thapalia. There was a call, optimistic appeal. It was plumping the pad, but might be the height, the reason. Umpire says, no, I'm not interested. So far, this over is fantastic for Kathmandu University. Dot, wicket, dot, dot.
Yeah, not a single run conceded and also picked up a wicket in this over. Sarthak keeping the batter guessing with his variation in his bowling. So he has done a pretty good job for his side. There you can see the weather has become pleasant here. Though in the morning it was chilly here. When I came here this morning, I saw the groundsmen. They were, drying up the ground. There were a lot of frost all over the places. They have done a wonderful job. This time played it away towards the mid-wicket region. But there's a protection. And Drona will get just a single run.
And the story up to 6 over has been completed. The score is 26 for 3.
That was the first wicket going down. Nayan was the one caught behind. And that was the second wicket trying to play the ball. The ball ballooning up towards the long off region for 4 runs. And there you can see that wicket number 2 goes down, trying to whack it away, not being able to keep the ball down. A nice catch taken. And that was a terrific shot, playing the ball towards the backward point region for 4 runs. The ball was outside the off-stump. This time this was a drop catch, going for a shot, missing it. And this was good shot off the backward, banging away towards the long on region. And this was, not being able to keep the ball, collect the ball by wicketkeeper, and the ball racing down towards the final leg region for 4 runs. This was the wicket number 3. There you can see the ball ballooning up, trying to whack the ball away, not being able to keep the ball down. An easy catch taken. So that's the scorecard for Delhi University. So far, Shubham is the one who has done the bulk of scoring. 11 runs coming of 18 deliveries. Last wicket to fall was of Shalab Sinha. Caught Vishal bowled Sarthak for 7 runs. Kuldeep Yadav, this keeper, not contributing. He was out for a golden duck. And in the comment box here, I have with me my colleague commentator Nikesh Acharya. Welcome to the commentary box.
Welcome indeed. They've been batting not so well. Have Kathmandu University, we saw a glimpse of bowling card there. It's been a good bowling display by KU. I beg your pardon, batting is Delhi University. Well bowled there. They've been attacking that length. Sital Nupane bowled pretty well. He was the key bowler for yesterday's game for KU. Alongside him, Sarthak Nupane has also been bowling brilliantly throughout the tournament for KU.
This time, a wide ball drifting down leg side. Batter onto the backward, trying to whack it away. Drona, the new batter at the crease. So named Dronacharya. Have you heard about this name? The famous man of the Mahabharata, the character of the Mahabharata. This time played it away towards the square leg region, and the batters will amble across for an easy single.
Indeed, we've all heard about that character. This one is Drona Thapalia, the wicketkeeper batsman for Delhi University. who seems to be struggling a bit. A sluggish start for him, just 2 runs coming off 7 balls he's faced. With this crippling run rate that they're scoring, the required run rate stocking up.
Yeah, they have lost the wickets as well, and the runs are not coming freely as they would love to. 148 is the target they are chasing to win the game. There's a slip field at the moment, onto the back foot, cutting in the way. But there's a protection at the sweeper cover, just a single run.
He slashed that hard, did Subham. Fielder collects it very comfortably. In the outfield, Sital Nupane not trying much, just hitting that deck regularly in the good length area. Already ball 4 deliveries, just conceded 3 runs. They wouldn't mind this.
This time going for a mighty heave, missing it completely. The ball pitching outside the Ostrom, going for a drive, turning it away. Luckily the ball not kissing the outside edge of the blade. 29 runs for Delhi University. At the moment they are struggling at the moment, losing 3 wickets in their pursuit of chasing down the target of 148 runs. 7th over in progress.
Still that good length area. It'll just be a single for the final delivery of this over. He's just conceded 4 runs in his 2nd over. Sital Nupane, brilliant bowling display after the end of 7 over. Delhi University's 34-3.
So 30 runs on the board for Delhi University. At the ground you see there are not many spectators, but a month back during the time of Nepal Premier League we saw a choke-a-block. Large number of spectators had turned up. There you can see the Manhattan of Delhi versus Kathmandu game so far.
Buildings, as we like to call it here in Combox. Some tall buildings by KU. Well, they were batting, not much for Delhi going on there. They'll want to go at it now because the run rate, as we've mentioned earlier, is crippling. They're just batting at 4. The required run rate already surpassing 9. That's an issue for them.
Definitely they will have to look into this aspect as well. The required run rate 9.8 runs per over, which means that at least they need a boundary in every over apart from 1s and 2s. Because once the required run rate on the clubs more than 1200 runs, it will become a different proposition for Delhi University to chase down the target. So now they will have to do something, sort it out this problem at the moment.
Good effort there. Just dropped short. Sarthak has been attacking that. If we have a look at it again, it was just short of the fielder there at point reason. Made the dive, was able to get it, but just dropped short.
Once again playing against the spin of the ball, that was the reason the ball ballooning up at the point region, though there was a desperate attempt, diving full stretch forward, but just missing it. So lucky escape for Drona. There you can see our Yogesh Pradhan, the director, live telecasting of this match. He's having conversation with some of the guys at the venue. He's a jolly good man. He keeps on smiling, and he's done a wonderful job in terms of broadcasting live matches in this part of the world. I have known him for many years, and he's done a wonderful job. The level of the broadcasting has gone up in recent times in our country.
This has been a quality broadcast indeed. A good team under his belt as well. Very hard-working team. Like I mentioned earlier, it's all Nepal. This project has been made in Nepal, but for a global cause. To remind you again, T20 Jai Nepal Cup is for One Earth, One Voice, Act on Climate Change.
So we have the second match coming up between University of Lucknow versus Midwest University. Should be an exciting game. Both the teams strong contenders for this title.
The man of the match yesterday was Manand Kanpal. That was close. Umpire not interested at all. So talking about yesterday's match, Lucknow got the better off of KU. And during the post-match presentation, I got a few chat with the man of the match who mentioned that they are here to win the trophy. So they believe that they are going to cruise through victory against Midwest. It'll be interesting to see later this afternoon.
Lovely piece of bowling. That's the end of the over. So 8 overs have been bowled at the University. They are now 32 runs on the board, losing 3 wickets. thrifty bowling by Sarthak, conceding just 2 runs. He bothered the batter with his wiles and guiles, spin bowling. Delhi University 32 runs. As you said, as you said when you spoke with them, there you can see the current partnership: 7 runs of 16 balls. Drona Thapalia contributing 4, whereas Shibam just 2 runs. As you said, all the teams, they come and they want to win the game, despite the fact we play for a cause. Still, you have to have that kind of winning, kind of that, or wish to win the game. That's the type of the feeling that really creates a kind of an environment where you play a competitive game of cricket. This time played it away towards the backward square location for a single run.
Indeed, intention has been lacking by some of the teams. We've seen 2 extremes of cricket in display here. The good teams are good. The poorer performances have come from Purvanchal University, and also it's a misfortune that I have to mention KU here as well. However, they have shown tremendous improvement in their batting, bowling and fielding in this very game.
They bowled him this time. The wicket number 4 goes down. Sheetal Nepal picks up a wicket. That was a terrific piece of delivery. So Delhi University, they go into further trouble. There you can see once again, well pitched up delivery, turning it away. No chance for the batter. He was completely bamboozled with a lovely piece of bowling of Sheetal Neopani.
Great improvements by the bowler. They've been accurate throughout, and the wicket has been toppled for Delhi University. It's a collapse. Indeed, he has a sluggish stroll back to the pavilion. Does Drona Thapalia just scoring 4 runs from 15 deliveries that he's faced.
4 wickets down for Delhi University, and none of these batters could put up a double-digit score. Highest being 7 runs for Shalab. Drona departing for 4, Aman Yadav 1, and Captain Kuldeep Yadav for Golden Duck. Now here we have new batter making his way at the center. A lot of responsibilities on his shoulders. Now how these 2 batters will tackle the Kathmandu University bowlers, it will be interesting to see. That here we have new batter. Priyansh comes at the crease at a time when they are stuttering with 4 wickets down.
A very handy bowler, Priyansh Chamoli. It'll be interesting to see how he fares with the bat. Scored 25 runs in this tournament so far. Not a healthy strike rate for a T20 game. However, like you mentioned, he has a lot of responsibility. Needs to stick around. That was in line. Umpire interested. He raises the finger. Out in the very first delivery. It's Chamoli.
Another wicket goes down here. Terrific delivery. That you can see in action replay. He was plumb in front of the wicket.
That was plumb. Brilliant display of bowling. Great improvements by the KU team. They look like a total different unit here. Very cohesive. Bowling line to line. Batsmen were good as well. He has to depart for a golden duck out. Priyansh Chamoli.
So this is the second time we have seen the batter going out to golden duck. Previously it was Captain Kuldeep Yadav for a golden duck. Now we saw Priyansh golden duck off the bowling of Sheetal Neopani. Now he's on a hat-trick. Can he do it? If he does, this will be the first hat-trick in this tournament.
Indeed, it'll be interesting to see if he can get that first hat-trick of the tournament. They're jovial, they're ecstatic, high-spirited KU, totally different unit today. Been very attacking, very willful and assertive as well. Like you mentioned earlier, that is the will required for champions. Maybe next time, this is their final game, you take a win, take the momentum with you. The second edition, you come back stronger.
Definitely, you can always learn, Every day is a learning process. You keep on learning at all times. And you have to learn and make sure that you do not repeat the mistakes what you did today. You have to keep on improving. So now you can see close-in fielders in pursuit of a hat-trick, trying to apply pressure on the batter with close-in fielders. We have one short leg, one slip. I would have preferred one more fielder at Silly Point as well. But there is no fielder at the moment at Silly Point. Only one short leg, one leg slip, and one slip fielder. We have 3 closing fielders nearby the bat. So Harsh is here. Will he be able to deny the opportunity, deny Seetal performing a hat-trick in this match? Let's see what happens.
Attacking the stump. That was in good length. The hat-trick ball, although we didn't get any success in that, we'll take it as a touch point for the another delivery. As he edged it, there was some sound. Fielders interested. Umpire says no.
Less determination, more enthusiasm. That was the appeal. Umpire Ravindra Gupta not interested. Though all the fielders, raised their hands up and appealing for caught behind. That was a super piece of ball. Turning, pitching, turning, beating the batter, all ends up.
Once again, drifting down the leg was that ball. He's been able to get that drift inside of the right-handed batsman. This was the ball earlier, balling in right length, missing by a mile. There was a bit of sound, must be a keeper's glove there. At the end of 9th over, Delhi University are 33 for 5.
The bat was no nearby the ball, but still the fielders were appealing for caught behind it. So 35 runs there. You can see the scorecard of Delhi University. Poor scorecard, I would say. You have to say that. Only Shubham, the opener batter, he is batting on 14 runs at the moment. And the second topper was Shalabh Sinha. He made 7 runs. 2 batters didn't trouble the scorer. Out for Golden Duck. So 33 runs on the board at the moment. At the moment, Delhi University, they are deep in trouble. Now they will have to play very good cricket to pull themselves. Oh, chance of a run out. The batter, he slipped there while he wanted a single. His partner didn't respond to him. I think that was he wanted to have a go for a non-existent run. There you can see, clearly saying, I don't want to take the run. There you can see, but that was a wild throw. Otherwise, he would have gone. He would have been run out.
Should be thankful it didn't slip all the way there. It was just a hesitation of running between the wicket. That is not something you want when your half team is back into the pavilion. Required run rate almost 11 now.
Yeah, the task is becoming daunting for them. They will have to play out of their skins now if they wish to take the team over the line. This time playing the ball towards the deep backward point region. Couple of runs this time outside the Ostrom. Room for the batter to play it away easily this time. 2 runs taken. Long way to go. As you said, the required run rate is galloping up at the moment. Nearly 12 runs per over, which means they need to hit couple of boundaries in every over. Apart from 1s and 2s they have to take.
It has to be a mature and a balance of aggressive cricket at the same time. He tosses it up. There's a full pitch delivery. Not much leg movement, foot movement from the batsman there. It'll just be a dot delivery.
At this stage, Kathmandu University, they were healthy 63 for 1 down, whereas DU, they are 35 for 5 down. Dismal position at the moment. They will really have to play very good cricket. This time misfield and the batters will amble across for a single run. So Harsh is the man on strike at the moment. 11.02, that's a required run rate for Delhi University to chase down the target, but it doesn't look so that they are on the track at the moment. So that's the end of the 10th over. So 10 overs gone. Delhi University, they are now 36 runs on the board, losing 5 wickets, and that's drinks break.
If you have a look at it, they're swinging all over the place. They've got a couple of boundaries, but apart from that, it's been abysmal batting performance by them, playing across here and there. That was caught out in the mid-on region. Played some fine cricket. Have Kathmandu University, they look like a different unit. It was a drop catch there. Divas Swedi, who had a cameo with his bat, also contributing with the ball there. Sliding down the leg side was that ball all the way for 4. We've seen 2 of those already this inning. Up goes the ball in that instance, and it was very well cupped by the captain, Saldip Kota. We've seen some good fielding efforts. Some came into fruition, some didn't. That one hitting the stump, and that was the plum LBW that led to on a hat-trick for the spinner. Let's have a look at that batting card. Apart from Subham's double-digit batting, it looks like a telephone book. If I run it down, it's just 0, 17, 1, 7, 4 and 2 zeros. Not much to talk about there apart from Subham's 17. If you look at the bowling performance, Rishabh has been good. So has Divas Seetal with 2 wickets and Sarthak Nipane taking 1. All have fared well as they've pocketed a wicket. Seetal has done that twice. Let's have a look at that worm of how the conditions are stocking up. If you look at the KU batting performance, that's the ocean wave, the blue you see. The submarine trying to come up to the surface but still creeping underneath it. Not a good look for Delhi University at all. Well, the next match is a blockbuster. Match number 17 and day 6. It will be Midwest facing against Lucknow University. Lucknow University in high spirit. Good momentum from their win against KATHMANDU University yesterday. Under Bipin Khatri though, Midwest University would want that win to top that Group B and qualify for the semi-finals. After that drinks break, we are back live. Subham still on the crease. Hurst, the new batsman in, already faced 4 deliveries. Hasn't opened up his account. The required run rate, if you can see in the screen, is already creeping up towards 12 runs and over mark. Best small batting performance by Delhi University so far. Half of their batsmen already back in the pavilion. Not a good sign at all. We are in the midpoint of the second innings. Partnership of 3, facing 9 deliveries. Rohit Sapkota will continue the bowling after the drinks break. He'll be bowling from the TU end. There's a slight change in field as well. The third man's gone out. He'll be filling in the deep. And with that, change in comm box as well. Sanjeev is taking a break. Joining me is Kiran. Welcome, Kiran.
Thank you. So, Nikesh, looking at the game so far, Delhi, they had some intent during the series, but they are yet to win the match in their final games. Winning the toss, electing to bowl first, and the bowlers really disappointed them. Like there were some, very ordinary fielding effort. And the batting has been pathetic, I must say. I'm sorry to use the word, but that's how it's been so far. 36 for 5. And a very exciting factor for KU is they've got some runs on the board, and the way the bowlers are bowling, their body language, their fielding, everything is changed. They look like a new team who's playing out in the middle.
And none of us would have imagined them getting to 150 mark. A loud appeal. Up goes the finger. It's been given out. Hurst has to depart for a knot.
That's what I'm talking about. KU, they look whole different team altogether. Oh, that would have missed the leg stump umpire. I'm sorry to say, the umpiring in most of the occasions had been really nice. But this time, that would have missed leg stump by some margin.
Indeed, that would have. Umpire has been great so far, but this is a fumble from an umpire, I would say. It's a misfortune for the batsman.
It is what it is, so the batter has to depart. The batter has to depart and he has to make his way back. He's talking with the new batter. He is not happy with the decision, but KU will take it with both hands. Hers goes for a not of 5.
New batsman is in. We've seen some shadow batting from Subham. Yeah, he has to go big now. In the strike, though, is Yes, the new batsman.
So Delhi University is struggling right from the word go. And no improvement, no changes. They're struggling to build up that partnership that they were looking for. So Rohit among the wicket in his very first over, appealing again. Well, the replay will be very interesting.
Excitement is over the roof with the fielders there. Slow delivery. Collected well by the wicketkeeper. It was an appeal for stumping.
Let's have a look into it from another angle. That'll be a lot clearer. The slower replay will be very interesting.
Now down the ground will be single.
Let's check that replay in a slow-mo. He delivered it. Oh, that was out. So it's even now. So the LBW that was not on was given. And, looking at that with the real eye, you don't have a referral system. So Delhi can't complain now.
That's karma. What goes around comes around. So in the strike, Subham still struggling, although he's already scored 19. Have a look at this again.
Look at that, his back. Yes. The back foot was in the air when the bail was dislodged. So very interesting 11 over comes to an end. Delhi in a dire situation, 39 for 6.
Subham still vying for that boundary that he so needs now, already facing 29 deliveries. He's only able to get 19 runs.
He's gone over the top. And the ball lands in the no man's land. So Shubham is freeing his arm. But the problem is he's not timing it well, and there's not much intent behind the shot.
The curious case of intention with no timing at all. Drifting down the leg, that'll be wide. Signal by the umpire.
That's not just wide, that's a big wide. The natural angle being created, the ball went past the leg stump. It was pitched in Midland leg anyway, so with that angle Sarthak is bowling, it's always drifting. Going down the leg, that's not an easy call.
Got a bit of bounce as well, did Sarthak there. Hit the good length area. He was angling in slightly.
I'd love to see Sarthak bowling the same delivery just outside the off stump, because that will give him a lot of chance to get that LBW. He's looking for appeal for caught behind. Umpire is not interested. That's what I was talking about. Look, I just said just outside the off stump, ball turned slightly bit. How close that was to the bat and the stump.
It did everything before wicketkeeper collected it. The pick of the bowler, Sarthak.
Coming down, trying to hit the ball. Again, that ball was drifting towards leg. So Sarthak is creating some headache for the batter, especially us.
Yeah, high stress moment there for the batsman. They're already in pressure. 3 consecutive dots. That'll take a toll in your head.
Goes cross the line, and the ball is placed in gap.
Cricket 是我的 plan，从今走这个 plan。
of Delhi University. A 4 being struck after eternity. It's been long since we've seen boundary.
Hurry up, guys, please.
So Sarthak Neupane has completed his 4 overs, conceded 13 runs and has taken a wicket. Very well balled. If that 4 would not have been in place, it would have been under 10 runs. But nevertheless, a fine job for his side. Sarthak Neupane, he has bowled well in the tournament, I must say, looking at other bowlers of his side. Stepping down, wanted to make some room for himself. Good thinking from Rohit, just cramped him for the room. Rohit was the one who started the batting, came as opener, gave that start to the team. At this moment, KU 80 for 1, and most of the scoring in the power play was done by Rohit. He has already taken a wicket and is sprinting, looking for his second one. And like the way he is attacking the stump, I won't be surprised if he gets to the second one very soon.
Yes, should be vouching for that wicket with already 6 players back in the hut. They are on top of their games. KU dancing down the pitch, the ball flies in no man's land.
Delhi University, the problem for them in this innings is they haven't been able to build any partnership whatsoever. 12 runs of 12, probably one of the higher partnerships they had. Just contrarily, why KU was so successful was because the partnerships were building, though the wickets fell from one end, but the batters kept on building the partnership, converting those dots into singles and rotating the strike, getting that occasional boundaries, and then the bowlers were helping the cause. They were misfields. So all in all, Delhi are struggling. This time around, Suvam goes over the top, didn't even bother to run, and the ball went all the way for 6. Suvam has been there for quite a time, has decided to take the responsibility of doing the scoring for his side.
That was well hit by Subham there, much needed 6 for him. He's slugging with full power there, gets a maximum.
Outside the off stump with offered. And the problem is they are not batting with this straight bat. That was cross-batted shot. So Shubham, he favors leg side a lot. Can that be 2? Easy one. The fielder was late to react to that delivery. So now 42 balls remaining, 89 runs needed. 13 overs have been completed. Delhi 59 for 6.
Well, not much to talk about there apart from Subham's batting performance of 31 of 34 deliveries. Yes, Tanwar, still with Subham there. They're struggling to reach to that required run rate that is creeping up towards 14 now.
That's what I was talking about. Only one player with the double figure. That too was the opener. So it means all the 6 wickets that Delhi lost have fallen from one end only. Shubham is still there fighting, just scored that massive 6.
Can the lone wolf Subham do it for Delhi University is the big question.
Nah, it looks very hard looking at the moment. The batter on the other side need to be there till as deep as possible. So at the moment, it's the responsibility of the batter Yash to be with Shubham. So Shubham's wicket will be very crucial. You know, if he loses his wicket, Delhi will be all over the place yet again.
Yeah, it's been calamitous batting performance by Delhi so far. 6 in the hut, 4 remaining. Has a sink, throws entire sink at it. It doesn't get anything on the ball though.
And one thing I'm liking about the captainship of Bishal in this game is he has rotated his bowlers regularly, and it's been paying off. That's what you need to do, you know, just let the batters keep guessing. They are going for the wild swings and stuff on that occasion as well, but they're not connecting the ball well. So that's what happens, you know, you introduce your spinners, pacers, spinners with different sort of variations, bowling actions, and it's always challenging at a batter. Shubham with 2 fours and that good 6. It's still out there going from one end. Top edge. There's protection in the third man area. He will cut it off. So 38 balls, still 87 runs to get. You know, they have to score more than what they have already scored. So it's not easy for them with just 4 wickets in hand.
A 20 run and over will only ease the pressure. Yet that won't do the job. They might have to do that couple times. It's that difficult from here on for Delhi University.
Well, yes, has been swinging his bat, but without any luck because he hasn't timed the ball at all. And what's happening is what should have been 4s and 6s, they are dealing with singles and doubles, you know. Being not out playing 20 overs is not going to do anything because Delhi have already lost 2 games. Run rate's not going to count. They at least want to go home with the first victory of the match, of the series outside. You know, they haven't been able to even come closer, both these teams. But Kathmandu getting the better of Delhi after 14. It's 63 for 6. So the players are making their way in for the second clash. Next match will be played between Midwest University and Lucknow University. It will be a battle to watch out for because both of the teams are undefeated yet. There you can see Midwest University versus Lucknow University will be coming up next in match number 11. The players are enjoying the sun, watching the game. They'll be out in the middle really soon, and they are very excited. I'm very sure, you know, both of the teams would love to go to that playoffs without being defeated.
Yeah, it's the momentum that they will carry towards semi-finals with them if they win. They seem very confident. Lucknow University, so are Midwest University.
Played it with soft hands. Will get a single there. Sprinting for 2. Not a very good piece of fielding in the boundary. So Shubham is batting on 35 of 37 deliveries. Very concerned dugout of Delhi. They have been really disappointing throughout the series, you know, and then struggling in their final match. Kuldeep said that he would love to end the tournament on a high note, at least getting 1 victory, the consolation win before they head home after the game today. So required run rate is 14.65.
A bit of movement mid-air in that delivery. If Shubham departs, they're done and dusted. Delhi University have to score some boundaries consecutively here.
Yeah, one thing is he's bowling a lot of deliveries around that pad. I'd still love to see him bowling outside that off stump, ball nipping back in towards the stump, you know, and then you have got chance to get the caught behind LBW or the clean bowled. So played it with straight bat. Fielder was beaten. And another boundary. And guess the man who did it. Shubham yet again.
Well played indeed. A straight bat, high elbow, beautiful looking cover drive all the way for 4. You want to keep this rate ticking as the required run rate is surmounting over the head. It will take a toll.
So the last shot clearly shows if you time the ball well, place it in the gap, you are going to get runs. So with just 5 overs to go, Delhi 70 for 6 with 78 runs needed.
Have a look at the partnership. Salav was batting good with Subham. If you look at the right hand side, it's all Subham. The story is that he hasn't got a partner that's stuck around to support his batting performance.
So he came as an opener, is still hanging out there, the highest scorer for his side, and the best partnership of the game comes with the 7th wicket partnership of 33 of 27 deliveries. Yash has contributed 11 and 22 being contributed from the opener. Shubham is batting on 40. The only positive for Delhi is can he get to his 50? Divash comes, balls are wide. It's kind of tradition that's been built in this game. The new bowler comes and mostly they start with a wide.
A routine fielding effort by KU there. A no-go shot as well.
Yes, slaps the ball straight in the hand. They will get a quick single. Shubham goes high and one bounce over the row for 4. So he is looking for his 50 for sure. That's 44 runs of 43 deliveries. You know, more than runnable. Probably for the first time in the game for Shubham. He is seeing the cricket ball beautifully. That's why, you know what? The more time you spend in the middle, the easier it gets. Outside is the fortune favors the brave. And he's going to get another run.
Seems in the mood now. It's the first time indeed that he's scored with a strike rate of 100 plus. Yes, also sticking around, doing a good job, rotating the strike.
So if he gets on to 50, this will be the first 50 for Delhi University in the tournament.
That would be a sight to see.
Swing and a miss. Yes, hasn't been able to time the ball properly. You know, most of his shots has been cross-batted. He has been dragging the ball outside the off towards the leg side. And with every dot ball, the required rate is creeping up. 70 needed of 26. And we are in the 16th over. 4 balls down with 2 to go. Divash, doesn't he lob that outside of line? You know, maybe 95% of his deliveries he has delivered in and around that wide outside off line.
With the entire unit improved, Divash has improved his both batting and bowling endeavors for this game.
Again. And the wide signal by the umpire. Keeper couldn't grab it because the ball was very far from him. And in the meantime, the batters, they will run for a quick single. So 2 runs being added to the total. Yes is batting on 11 of 16. Subham 45 of 44 deliveries.
It's their game to lose. It's Kathmandu University's game to lose from here on.
Hits it up. Oh, the straighter shot this time. And it was Shubham, not Yas. I'm very sure that's Shubham because we are used to the way he bats. So that's the end of over number 16. Delhi University 79 for 6. Divash has bowled 3 overs, 11 dots. He has bowled 3 extras, but has taken a wicket conceding 17 runs. So it's pretty decent from him, I must say. You know, and all the bowlers from Kathmandu University, they have chipped in their last match. Mind you, this morning was freezing and we are still feeling a bit chilled out here in the comm box. It's chilly. So Nikesh has decided to go to the sun and warm himself up, and joining me up here in the comm box is Divash. So up goes Shubham into the gap. One bounce, or is it over the top is the question for umpire. So umpire Gupta deciding it's one bounce over the row for boundary. So Divash, at least some entertainment for the crowd towards the end of the innings, and that brings up 50 for Shubham. He came as an opener. Would you believe it? 6 wickets has fallen and he kept on fighting from one end. Well played. The first and the only 50 from any batter of Delhi University in this series.
They might be happy. Again, it was full length ball. Goes in the leg side. Takes a single. Yeah, we have seen Delhi University batters they struggle today, but then Shubham, he stand out there and most calculated, composed Kathmandu University, a new version of them, new avatar of Divas, Sarthak Neupane, Sital Neupane. They're really doing great today.
They are playing as a unit. They batted as a unit. The fielding has been better compared to last few games. And the bowling, right on the money. That ball's way up in the air and straight in the hand. I was just telling you that the bowling has been better compared to the last game. So is the fielding. The skipper takes the catch. And wicket number 7 goes down. Yes, goes back. So 7 wicket has fallen from one end. And you know what? One of the openers is still out there batting on 50 plus.
Yes, Tanwar, he was not confident at all. Mistimed. He was trying to go over the covers. Not intended to hit hard. An easy catch, a dolly catch for the fielder. Much improved fielding side today, Kathmandu University. Yes, Tanwar goes for 11 after facing 17 deliveries. Good catch, Vishal.
So 7 down. It will be very interesting if we see rest of the 3 Delhi University batters out and the opener still being there. That'll be one of the records, I guess, in the tournament.
Divyanshu Singh, left-handed batter. He comes. He'll take the strike. The keeper changing the field setup, making perfect for left-hand batter.
So it's looking hard for Delhi with every passing delivery. 61 runs needed. Yes and no between 2 batters. Lucky. The they decided to go against the run at the very last moment. Divyanshu, the new batter. Shubham is still batting on 51 of 47 deliveries.
61 runs needed of 21 balls. The run rate is climbing up and up, 17 and above. It will be a hard chase for Delhi University. They have lost back-to-back matches and it's their last one.
It is already hard enough on them. A great glove work. And the umpire said it's not out. The replay would clear how close was that. So he went for his shot. He was out. He came back in just at the nick of the time. So no problem for umpire. Good decision. So umpire is having a conversation with the keeper. Is it about over appealing? But that was close. That like for a keeper, you know, like they will go for the appeal for those sort of situations. Must have been something. Slower delivery. And Subham will take a single. So over number 17 is done and dusted. Delhi 89 for 7.
That's a scorecard for Delhi University today. They are disappointed. Subham, the man who came as an opener, scored 52 of 49. KD, the keeper, went for golden talk. Divesh Subedi, the new bowler from Chova end.
So Divesh is still sticking to that wide outside off line. You know, maybe trying to get that edge, flying and getting the wicket, because he's not going to get LBW or bowled if he's bowling that wide of the off stump. And, you know, stopping the batter for the run doesn't make any sense. This time he was coming closer, but it was very close to the arc where Subham loves, and he is not going to miss on those occasions. A massive 6. So it is not game over yet.
It was a pick-off for that sort of length ball. Well treated, slow-paced ball and perfectly timed with perfection and confidence on his face. Subham, the man at there.
He didn't even bother to run for that because he knew how well he has connected to that particular delivery. That's called the confidence. Another one inside it, chipped onto the stump. So the well-set batter, the opener Shubham, after hitting that massive 6 inside edge onto the stumps, loses his wicket.
That's a great comeback by Divesh. It was kind of same ball. He was trying to pick it, missed, gets inside edge, and that's the wicket. Number 3 for Divesh Subedi. He's a bit lucky today.
Well. He did all he could do to get his team towards that respectable total. Shubham, the skipper, patting him on back, the teammates congratulating him for his 58 of 52 deliveries. He did all the hard work, but the problem was he was not getting the support from any of the batters from other end. And Divesh, after being hit for that 6, he tried to bring that ball in, got for 6, but he was brave enough to repeat that delivery, just correcting his line a bit. Inside us, and the timber was disturbed.
Sanjay Dubey, the new batter. Into the wicket, but he missed it. Almost. He might have got wicket in that particular ball. It was whispering in the off stump.
As a new batter, you always struggle to that line, you know, whether to go for the shot or, you know, play it in the back foot, defend it. It's always tricky. So that was a bit wider appeal. Remember, the umpire already had a conversation with the keeper. If that was for over appealing, this will be really interesting. Nah, he just came down in time. His foot was in the air, mind you. He was trying to play that but offishly. So Shauchanya is on strike. Yet to get on the mark. Yes and no. Divyansu sent him back, but lucky for him, 18 overs have been bowled. Delhi 95 for 8. Divash completed his 4 overs spell. 4 overs, 15 dots, 2 for 26 was his spell. So Divyanshu and Shaujan, 2 new batters, just 2 overs to go in this match number 10. The first match of the day. So after this game is over, we'll be heading towards one of the bigger clashes of the tournament. Midwest University will be facing Lucknow University. Remember, both of the teams are unbeaten in the series so far. Full toss, one-handed shot, is in the air. Oh, sometimes the lock favors the batter. That landed in no man's land. Even the fielders were slow to start. So we are talking about the second clash that's going to happen after this game is over. So it will be Midwest University against Lucknow University, 2 top teams. They haven't been defeated. Midwest looks solid. Probably the strongest side amongst the universities of Nepal will be facing very disciplined Delhi University. That is coming up next after this game. Played it straight. And the fielder from long off will cut it off. So 10 balls, 52 runs needed. So all there will be 9 balls with that delivery, 51 runs needed. They will just be playing to be not out now. So that's their main target. Don't lose all the wickets in last 9 deliveries.
Well, they will not just play to defend. They are trying to. That's a great masterpiece of fielding for the first time from Kathmandu University. It has been taken. This is the best catch from Kathmandu University so far.
Well, the fielder made it look really hard. But the problem was he didn't judge it properly to start with. There was plenty of time for him to judge the ball. But nevertheless, he did all the effort to grab the ball neatly at the end. Look at that. He had got all the time. There was fielder behind him as well who could have taken the catch. But as they have been dropping so many catches in the tournament already, I will say a very well taken catch rather than very well just catch.
With that, Divyansu Singh departs after scoring 2, facing 4 deliveries.
So Delhi, they are not learning from their mistakes. Heading towards losing their all 10 wickets. There is still 8 deliveries to go in the game. So the last pair of batters are out in the middle. So the new batter is in. Let's have a look at that dismissal. The ball was way up in the air, playing across the line. He judged it really well at the end. He struggled throughout, you know, like the ball was up and then he was all over the place. At the last moment, did well. Just to the delight of the bowler. Final delivery. How did that miss the stumps? That looked, it was heading to hit that middle stump. That was mighty close, let me tell you that.
He is dangerous. Rohit Sapkota with the bat.
Maybe the hint of movement towards the end might have saved the batter, otherwise it should have been all over for Delhi. So the question is, will they get to the 100 first, or will they be wrapped up before that?
They will be wrapped up.
Slower delivery, he picked it nicely. The ball's racing. The fielder from long on, in action this time. And that's the end of over number 1997 for 9 is the score. Chasing 148 runs. So Rohit Sapkota completes his spell of 4 overs, 3 for 26. Boy, he started up well. He bowls great bowling in between. He is a top contender for man of the match in this game.
Indeed, he is. But from now, the mathematical calculation says Delhi University are not winning, even if they will hit 6 sixes in a row. 6 balls and 51 runs needed.
Last wicket in hand, and we are expecting them to hit 6 sixes. They haven't hit 6 sixes in the whole game today.
Cricket is a game. Anything can happen at any moment.
I'm going that they are not going to hit even 1 6 in this final over. So the bowler is taking his time. The batter is taking his time. Hitesh will be on strike. Okay, the final over, first delivery, drifting towards leg, played it in the gap, the ball's racing to the boundary for 4, and you know what? Delhi University have crossed the 100-run mark, and this is one of those rare occasions where they've done it.
Some awkward shot out there, but they're happy they crossed 100 at least. He was not intending to hit the boundary, but he gets it for Rishabh Khadiwada during the last over.
Drifting down leg, you don't need to do it, just ball a slower delivery, angling in towards the stump. The tail ender is in there. Now he's stretching. After bowling 2 deliveries. Good on ya.
That's some awkward kind of batting. He's letting his leg up, and then he was trying to hit the shot.
What was that? I haven't seen this in cricket. The bowler delivered the ball and the batter was in what foot?
That
Dancing down, of course, with the tail ender, you can imagine. Is it for a single?
it is. However, he's batting. He have managed to get a 4. He's happy with that. It's kind of baseball, might be baseball kind of batting he's doing.
I don't know what ball batting he is doing, but he's not batting like you bat in cricket. They're happy rotating the strike, taking singles, cruising, enjoying the game with just 2 deliveries left.
The main target for them for now is stand there, let your team not be all out.
So back for a quick single. So the final delivery will be balled unless it's wide or no ball. If the legal delivery is balled, that will be the end of the game and Kathmandu University will be victorious. So the final ball of the match is coming up. Okay, he bowls it, the batter slogs it into the gap. They are not going to get boundary yet. I was telling you there won't be any sixes, of course. And Kathmandu University wins the game. Delhi University is 108 for 9 and Kathmandu University won this game by 39 runs. A very well played Kathmandu University. They looked a different team altogether when they came to bat. The openers, they batted well during that power play and the partnership kept on building, and that was the only thing Delhi University were lagging, was the partnership. The fielding had been a lot better for Kathmandu University compared to their last two games, but for Delhi the nightmare continued throughout the series. So they will head home being winless, and Kathmandu University got their first victory in their final match. Both of these teams are knocked out and will not be in the semi-finals. So let's have a look into the highlights of the innings. So Delhi won the toss, elected to bowl first. Kathmandu University batted well. Started off with the wide, very wide. And then the batters of Kathmandu University, they started hitting the runs. Rohit in particular was very strong, equally well supported by the fielders. So that's the chase. The wicket in the very first ball. Kuldeep, the skipper, getting out, and then a couple of boundaries being struck. Divash getting that breakthrough for each side. That was the second wicket that perished. And then the wickets were falling from one end, apart from a couple of, fours. That was a drop catch straight down the bowler's head for 4. That ball was drifting towards leg for a boundary. And then the Skyer. That ball went up till eternity. Then the skipper grabbing it with both hands. Top edges. That was a great piece of effort. Then drifting most of the deliveries. That was not out. That ball was missing the leg. And then this is the one I'm talking about. That ball missed the leg stump by quite a margin. Slog shots giving the result for Delhi University. Then the straight shot over the top of that long on-fielder for a 6. Some fumbles to the boundary. Divash coming back into the attack, and he was welcomed with the boundary. Most of the batters from Delhi University, they prefer the leg side. That was one bounce over the top. That ball was traveling, a very good catch taken. And who else? Vishal, the skipper, doing the job for his side. And inside edge. And the great inning from Shubham came to an end. And rest of the batters just were hanging their bats, trying to play the shot. Not quite executing it to perfection. That was a very well taken catch. He didn't judge it the way he would have liked. That missed the stump by a whisker. And that was the boundary in the very last over, the first delivery. That's how the inning ended for Delhi University, and Kathmandu University won the game comprehensively by 38 runs. So Shubham was the player for Delhi University, 58 of 52. Apart from that, only Yas scored 11, 14 extras, and the whole inning of Delhi University 108 for 9. The bowling card, couple of wickets each for Divash and Seetal, but the pick up the bowler Rohit Safkara 4 overs 8.26 for 3. A wicket each for Rishabh and Sarthak. That means all the bowlers chipped in. So let's have a look into the summary of the match. And match number 10, Delhi won the toss, invited Kathmandu to bat for first. They sported 1 for 7 for 4. Supreme the top scorer with 39, Bishal 30, Rohit 25. A wicket each for Kuldeep, Divyanshu and Aman chasing the target. Delhi were 108 for 9 in the allocated 20 overs. Subham, by far the best batter for them, 58 of 52. Yes, 11. 3 wickets for Rohit, 2 each for Divash and Seetal and a wicket for Rishabh. And then Kathmandu University winning by 39. So the next match will be very, very tough between two top teams. Midwest of Nepal, Midwest University will be facing Lucknow University. We will be taking a break and we'll be back live with the chase with the new game at 10 past 1. Till then, keep watching Prime Television SD.